I don't know what to say, man. Like the Lakers was. I mean, it's the Rockets, man. Like you supposed to get that game. Like you go into overtime and come out flat, and Houston came out ready, and it just goes to show you, man, them old man legs that they got on that squad come back to bite them, man. And you can tell it. You can tell them this is like basketball is a young man's game, and I think football, all sports, are a young man's game, man. Like at some point, you ain't got it no more. Serena had to find it out too. Like, at some point, she's like, "Look, man, I'm good, I'm smart, but you can't beat young legs, man."
Yeah, I mean when Serena had her baby late, you know,
Right?
and she tried to come back a few months right after she had that baby, and it just wasn't working no more.
No, and that's what we seen with the Lakers, man. The Lakers, like, how many times we got to see them on national TV getting their cheeks clapped? How many times, man? How many times we got to see that? I'm kind of tired of looking at it. Well, I'm not even gonna front. I ain't even gonna lie, babe. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I love it, man, because the LeBron fans and the people who tried to tell me I was wrong when I said bringing Russ in doesn't do anything for this squad like you think it does. Like, you thinking in your head, oh man, what team can't use a triple double? That's what people think. They think that you can just grab a guy to get triple double and put him on your squad, and all of a sudden your squad becomes better. That's the only thing they think about. I'm like, no, you got to think about the basketball part of the X's and O's part, the psychology of it, and the fact that Russell just plays bad basketball. Like, for one person to get a triple double on your team consistently, that means that your big men can't rebound. And if your big men can't rebound, that means your team is trash.
Huh? Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not.
So Mike said Mel working on the most hated man on podcast with all this Laker talk, man. No, it ain't gonna be no Laker talk. The only reason why I even mentioned them first is because I was just watching the game and they just lost to the Rockets in overtime. So, I mean, we came on here to talk about Western Conference, even Eastern Conference playoffs, and just give a quick little preview of what we think might happen, and then we go roll into some football, and then we go end it. So, but you know, that was fresh on my mind because they just got their cheeks clap, man. But anyway, we can go ahead and introduce the show, man. Corey is here, and I am here as well. And this is Man Down Podcast, and we do want to shout out our sponsor, the Sports Cave. Their link is in the description if you want merchandise, sports related, whether it be snapbacks and hats, jerseys, you know, uh, things of that nature. If you want to go ahead and check that out, check them out on their IG or the website, and it's in the link in the description. But other than that, man, where do we start? Where do we start? Should I show you the? Let's start here. Let's
All
start with
right.
the Western Conference, right? Um, so the Lakers just lost. They are the Pelicans. Did the Pelicans win? If the Pelicans won, then the Lakers go be in that 10th spot. And if
Let's
that's the
see.
case, but so what? 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the teams that participate in the play-in. Um,
8, 9, and 10, right? 7, 8,
7, 8,
9,
9.
10.
Yep, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, and I want to say the bottom half is the one that's got to win twice to get in, and the top half, whichever one wins, dealt win.
Pelicans
Uh,
lost 108, 102
okay, so
to the Magic.
Lakers still in the hunt, but it ain't looking good. So look, so I like to say this. Let's just skip the top. Phoenix, Memphis, Warriors, Jazz, Mavericks. Let's not even talk about them. Right, let's talk about this play in right now. And Pelicans, Lakers, Clippers, Timberwolves. Let's talk about those four teams, and let's act like those are ones that go be for the play in. who do you think the favorite is if AD comes back healthy? Um, who do you like out of those four teams to come out of the play in?
Minnesota.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is how it works, right? So I let for the play in, I want to say let's say seven will play 10, eight will play nine. Is that how that's going to
Yes.
work?
Yes.
And if seven beats 10, they're automatically in
Yes.
with seven, right?
Yes.
And if um if eight beat nine, are they automatically in at eight?
Yes.
Okay, but
So
if nine beats eight,
then they got to play again.
and they would have to play who? It's kind of confusing.
If nine beats eight, right? Then eight nine beats eight. Then nine would have to play 10, right? And then the winner out of that game. No, how is it? No,
Yeah.
if seven beats 10, 10 is automatically gone. If nine beats
Yeah.
eight, then they have to play again in order to. It's like the best of three series.
Whatever the case may be, we know that
How it gets
once
confusing is it.
somebody's going to have to win two games,
So how
and
if it get
somebody,
if it get how it gets confusing is if 10 wins.
yeah,
If 10 wins, then 8 has to beat 10, right? And
right,
then the winner out of that has to play 7 again. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's when it gets confusing.
yep. Mike, that was the biggest coincidence of them all, man. It was weird because LeBron criticized the play in last year. Um,
It's his
I
idea.
yeah, yeah, he was for it in the bubble, but maybe he just meant for the bubble, but they adopted it for the long haul, and um it looks like 2 years in a row he's going to need to play in to even get in the playoffs, right? So that's just a coincidence. The two winners play the one and the two seed of the conference. Okay, the
um,
one and the two seed. Right. Yeah.
okay.
Once the play in is complete, of course you're playing for the 7 and 8 spot. So of course the 8 is going to play the one seed and the 7 is going to play the two seed, right? So you're playing for those spots. So for the 7 and 8 seed, you said you like the T Wolves to come out of the play in, and who for the 8 seed?
Shit. I mean, neither the Clippers or the Lakers. I just don't
Okay,
think New Orleans is ready yet, you know? But
they they they
if I had to
they
pick a team right now to play in the playoffs, the 8th seed, I would pick the Clippers. I think it's in the right order right now.
mm.
Um,
So
like you
you
said,
think
once AD comes back, that could all change. It could, but I mean,
it could?
he's just a paper cut away from being out again after that. So
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
okay,
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say AD will be back before the playoffs. He'll probably play a couple of games before they play in, and I think that the Lakers will win their play-in game. Um, and I think they will win two if they had to play two. I think the Lakers get in. However, um, they can't beat Phoenix or Memphis in the first round. So their best bet is if the Warriors get that two seed and they're able to get the seventh seed, and they play the Warriors because I think LeBron got like a mental advantage over the Warriors and Steph Curry and stuff
mm-hmm.
like that. So I think he might be able to pull that off with if AD's back and healthy. Just my opinion. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's still a little bit of life left
Yo,
there for.
you trying to get in good with the Brownites.
No, I'm just saying, like I mean, because because like you said, Memphis. I mean, not Memphis, but New Orleans. I don't think they're ready for that pressure if they got to play a
They
play in and
they're not ready
it's a
yet.
one game. Yeah, yeah. I think they'll crumble. But hey, CJ McCollum is a dog though, so you never
He
know.
is. He is. Is Paul George or Kawhi Leonard playing yet?
So this is interesting. So Kawhi Leonard, they just reported yesterday because it was only a rumor that he can possibly come back this season, right? But now they're saying that he's participating in full blown workouts. Like he's playing basketball 100%. They just ain't ready to, yeah. And
Oh,
and PG-13 is playing ball too, but not like he not
not at
playing
that level yet.
100%. Yeah, yeah, nah. But
So they
his was
both
just
could be.
a
They both could
elbow
be.
injury.
They both. Yeah, they both could possibly be around
Facts.
come
They
playoff
both
time.
could come back. Facts.
That makes things real interesting.
Yeah. So that's the play in. Now you got your 1 through 8 now, and looking at it now, tell me what you predicting for the Western Conference Finals. You ain't got to tell me who gonna win it. Just tell me who gonna be playing in the Western Conference Finals.
Phoenix,
Okay.
man, I like the way Memphis plays,
Yeah, me too.
but
But can
probably
they get,
Phoenix and Golden State.
man? This is a real evenly, like, 1 through 6 can give people. Well, I'm not gonna say the Mavs.
I just
The
watched
way
the
the
Mavericks, but I just watched the Mavericks for the last 18 games beat everybody that's in on that list. Everybody.
um I don't know about Phoenix when they
They
beat
beat
Phoenix
Phoenix. They beat Phoenix too. They've beaten everybody in that on
after
that list.
CP3 was hurt.
Huh? Yeah, I
I
mean
look,
CP3 gonna be hurt for a minute.
Lamar, listen to the record. What's up, Lamar?
What's up, Lamar?
ILW Sports, man. Are you doing night out tonight, Lamar? I know you pissed off about them Lakers.
You know
Y'all go
he
check
going
out
live.
ILW Sports, man. Check out the YouTube page. Um, so this my thing about Luca.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason Kidd is trying to change this, but they still rely on it a lot, and that's just him going 1-on-1. And I just don't think you can beat good teams 4 times in the playoffs with Luca doing that 1-on-1, especially when he ain't even in the best of shape. Like they're just gonna all they really got to do is use the James Harden approach that the Warriors use, and let him wear himself out for 4 quarters. And if the game is close, he's not going to have the juice at the end. And that's what the Warriors did with James Harden when he was with the Rockets. And everybody was like, man, the Rockets was keeping up with the Warriors and this and that. But if you notice, they always fumbled the bag in the 4th quarter. And I was listening to Draymond Green podcast a week ago, and he said that was by design. Our game plan for James was either we can spend all this effort trying to guard him and double him and get the ball out of his hand. He's still going to get 30 regardless, because we can't be on him
Can't
all
stop
the
him.
time. So
Yeah.
he's going to get his 30. But if we're doing all this doubling and helping, he's going to get 30, and one of his shooters or two of his shooters is going to get 20 as well.
Okay.
So it was like, you know what? Let's just guard him 1-on-1 as tough as we can and let him shoot his brains out for 4 quarters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll get 35 or 40, but nobody else go get nothing. And then when he need him in the 4th quarter, they're going to be cold because he was carrying them the whole game. But James Harden is going to be gassed at the end, right?
Right.
That's all you got to do for Luka. Put somebody on him and make him go. I mean, he wants to shoot every time anyway.
I
Just don't
like the
give him
way
any options to
I like the
pass.
way Finney Smith has been playing. I like the way Jalen Brunson's been playing ball. Um, Dinwiddie been playing his ass off since he been in Dallas.
Mhm.
And Hardaway haven't really been playing like he's coming back though. He's been hurt. He's been battling little like nagging injuries, nothing serious. The
Yeah.
hamstring, something
No, he
like that.
broke. No, he broke his foot.
I know he broke his foot, but he had a what you call it too. He had a hamstring injury. Like this was like
Yeah.
coming up, like getting ready, coming back from the game. He pulled a muscle. So
Okay.
I mean, they'll be back. They'll be fine. I think the Mavs are gonna be tough.
Mm.
They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be a tough out.
I feel Jason Kidd relies on Luca until he can find the other pieces that will help lighten the load.
Yeah,
Well, he got Dinwiddie, and Dinwiddie is able to do that, and so is Bronson. But in the fourth quarter, and it's okay for Luca to go Luca mania in the fourth quarter when it's close and you just need a shot. You just can't do it the first three quarters. Um,
you gotta have everything left, and then have him with enough gas in the fourth to do Luka Mania.
yeah, and
Okay.
you want the other four players to be involved because it's going to make it harder for y'all to be
Yep.
stopped, and you're not the only one who's loose and in rhythm.
Right.
So
I see it. I think the Mavs gonna be a tough out than everybody think. They're pretty tough.
it depends on who play them though. It
Uh,
you, like I think Luca could do if okay. So if it is the way it is now, the first round matchup would be Utah and the Mavs.
Dallas.
You Utah's not going to allow Luca to do what he do that he's been beating these other teams with. So that's a
Okay.
bad matchup for Luca. Yeah, look, Dallas play good defense, and Rudy Gobert is he's down there protecting the rim. There's a lot of stuff where Luca ain't gonna get at the rim, and they don't have Porzingis to sit at the 3 point line and bring Gobert got back to the 3 point line unless they're
Okay.
using Kleber. And if they use Kleber, then that means rebounding is gonna be scarce because Rudy is he go clean the boards if Kleber is trying to stop him.
Right.
So they would have an issue there. But I think the Mavs, um,
Mavs
if
just
they
beat Utah. So you saying that they can't do it for 4 games? Is what you're saying?
no, Utah play good defense. They
Yeah.
play good
I
team
mean,
defense. Luca he can't do his Luca thing and win. Not against Utah, not against Phoenix either. Um, I haven't watched enough of Memphis to see if their defense is not smart enough to stop that. But I think the Warriors are as well, and the Nuggets. I think the only the matchups if they face Timberwolves or the Clippers or the Lakers,
uh,
I think those are the teams Luca can do his thing and have his way with. But the teams 1, 2, 3, and 4, nah. So what I'm thinking was going to happen for the Western Conference Finals. Let's say Suns. I said Lakers will be in the 8 seed, so Suns will beat the Lakers. Grizzlies will beat the T Wolves. Um, the Warriors and the Nuggets. That is very interesting. Good lord, Warriors Nuggets. If the playoffs started today and that was the matchup, Warriors Nuggets. Hmm. Man, that's tough, man. Wiseman come back. I'm gonna go Warriors. I would say Warriors,
okay.
and then Jazz Mavericks. I'm going Jazz, right? So, uh,
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the Mavs. The Mavs. Their their game since February. It's not a lot. Since February 1st, they lost to Oklahoma in overtime,
right,
121-14. They beat the 76ers 107-98. They beat the
right,
Hawks 103-94. They beat the Pistons 116-86. They beat the
right,
Clippers 112-105. They lost to the Clippers the next night 99-97. They beat the Hawks, excuse me, they beat the Heat 107-99. They beat the Pelicans 125-118. Lost to
right,
the Jazz 114-109. Beat Golden State 107-101. Beat the Lakers 109-104. Beat Golden State 122-113. Beat the Kings 114-113. Beat the Jazz 111-103. And they lost
back,
tonight to the Knicks.
right. And don't forget that game against the Warriors. They was down 30,
They were and came back and
right?
beat
But I don't know if they came back. With the Warriors just crapped the bed. This
them. Hey,
this this is in the middle. This is in the middle of Warriors going five straight losses,
it
and
is
I
what it
think
is,
seven.
man.
Yeah, so they on a skid. I mean, the Warriors they just lost to the Lakers, and the Rockets just beat the Lakers. So the Warriors was just in a rut, but they up on Dallas by 30, and
And
they
beat them
gave that game
twice.
up. Yeah, so they can't beat the Warriors.
And beat the Warriors twice
They
in
can't they
three
can't beat the
games.
Warriors. They they're not going to beat the
Just telling you.
Warriors, man. They're not gonna
You
beat the
saying they
Warriors.
can't, but they just did.
Yeah, yeah. They losing by 30.
No. Anyway,
They're not going to beat the Warriors, man. They're not going to beat they won't get out the. They won't even get out the first round because they can't beat the Utah Jazz either.
you saying the
So
Mavs won't get out the first round?
no,
Okay.
Mavs not getting out the first
You
round.
heard it here first, people.
That's facts. They're not getting. Well, it depends on who they see. If something changed, because if you look
All
between
those
four,
teams are
five,
within 3 games of each other. Yes.
right? So four, 5, 6, and 7, all that can be changed. You get what I'm saying? So
I think 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 can change. Hell, 2, 3,
uh,
4, 5, 6, and 7 can.
it can, but I don't foresee it happening. I don't think the Warriors are gonna keep losing, and
I
so
hope not.
the ones that's closest definitely 4, 5, 6, and 7. But this is my thing: if the Mavs face Utah or the Warriors in the first round, they won't beat them. If they face the Nuggets, it's possible. If they face the Timberwolves, it's possible. And if they face the Clippers, it's possible. But they're not beating the Warriors, Clippers, or Suns,
What about
or
Memphis?
or Utah. Oh, that's what I meant. Grizzly, the Warriors, Grizzlies, or Suns, or Utah. They're not beating either one of those squads.
I don't know,
So
man.
my prediction though, Western Conference Finals. Man, this is tough, man. Um, hmm. This is real tough. I want to say Suns Warriors. Um, it might not be the Grizzlies year. Yeah, I think Suns Warriors will be the Western Conference Finals.
I think I said the same thing.
You might have.
I know I did.
You might have.
I just don't. I just don't. I think that the Warriors are gonna get. They're gonna get hot, and once Clay get his basketball shape back, he's still a little pudgy right now. But once he get his basketball shape back,
I
they're gonna
I
be
think
really, really tough.
I think Clay is important, but I really think the key is a healthy Draymond Green and a healthy Wiseman. First of all, that kid Kaminga is coming. He's on his way.
Okay,
The dude can hoop, man. He's I mean he looked like he's 6'9" out there, but I think he might be just 6'6", 6'7". But the dude got all the athleticism of a T Mac, long, solid body. I mean, and he can shoot it a little bit, but they got him playing 4-3-2. I mean, the dude is I think he's really good. He gonna help them a lot in the playoffs. But when Wiseman come back, that athletic 7-footer, and
I like
and
him.
he got bro, they
I'm a
not
big.
ready for him.
I'm a
Bro. I'm
big.
telling you,
I'm a big Andrew Wiggins fan. I like the way he found himself
yeah,
in Golden State. Man,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was lost in Minnesota. He was.
I I really don't even think he was lost. He played well in Minnesota. The only thing that Wiggins would do is lose interest. He would have 41 game, and next game he had 15.
Yeah,
He would have a stretch of games where he'd be like, okay, now Wiggins have arrived, and then he have a stretch of games where like, dang, he didn't even show up. So it was just a little bit of inconsistency. But what I'm seeing now, I've seen more, to be honest with you, in Minnesota. It's just that
I
you you,
like his
you
game. I like his
I
game in Golden
I
State,
do
man.
too.
That shit is
He
sweet.
played D.
Yeah,
He played
that
he
shit is
played D.
sweet.
He hit the three. He
Yeah,
he hustled. You know, He can take it to the hole. He's good, man. Golden State just got too much, especially when Draymond and Wiseman come back. They gonna be cooking. I'm telling you, they gonna be cooking. Golden State gonna be cooking. So yeah, Memphis is looking good right now. They firing on all cylinders, driving rents.
They was driving on all. They was firing on all cylinders till they played Houston the other night.
Who the Grizzlies?
Yes.
What happened? Houston beat them?
Hell yeah, Houston beat them by
Oh, I
12.
ain't, oh, I ain't see that.
And Houston and Memphis was winning the whole game. But man, I'm telling you, man, that damn rookie in Houston is a bad son of a gun.
Magellan
LeBron
Green,
them found
yeah.
out tonight.
Hey, they sure did. I mean, he opened them cheeks wide open and exposed it to the whole world.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was ridiculous, bro. They about to be tomorrow morning gonna be fun, and I look, if we didn't have to talk about the playoffs, I would this video would be all LeBron. But I'm tired of cooking LeBron, man. Especially when his fans don't come on the
His fans make
they
him
don't
easy
yeah
to cook.
yeah, but they don't come in. They don't make it easy to come and talk with us, man, and debate.
They don't want to
You
talk.
know,
They only want to talk
Lamar
when it's
said
going good.
Lamar said the Warriors are deep. They got dudes on the bench. They got that's putting in work. Kaminga, Peyton, exactly.
Yeah.
Poole. I ain't even go try to say the other dude name. But his dunk contest was trash. Poole. The Suns are balling. Um, but I think Golden State ain't even at full strength. You're right. Golden State ain't at full strength.
They
They're
not.
not, man. But it should be a good series. Phoenix and Golden State in their conference finals. I think that's what it's gonna be. All right, let's go to the East. Heat got the number one right now. Uh, Another surprise that might be in their play in is the Nets, because I doubt they'll catch Cleveland and get that six seed. It's possible,
Hey
right?
man, shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers for playing good basketball.
They playing real good basketball. Garland is playing really good basketball.
Hey man, I'm happy for him. I'm happy as hell. They don't need LeBron's ass.
Yeah, they proven that. So what you think about the Nets being in that play in position just like the Lakers?
Depends on if they have to play home or away. If they
You
play
know,
at home, they gonna lose.
can we still call him Westbrook? I
Just
tried
cuss
I
your
tried
ass
not to
out if
call
you
him
do.
that ever. I tried not to ever call him Westbrook, man. It's just too obvious. There ain't even no point in calling Westbrook. It's just too obvious, man. You
Get
you
this
ain't even
disrespect to
got to
this
say that.
name.
You ain't even got to say that. But yeah, the Nets, they at 500. They won the other night,
Too
right?
much. It's too much turmoil, man. It's too
They,
much
they they
going on.
they do got a lot of going on, and
Too much.
I don't know if you seen me post in the group, but I said that they offense. Steve Nash don't have an offense installed that looks like championship offense to me. And
No,
that
I
they get their
agree.
points hard. It's hard to get their points. It's
I don't
hard.
think I don't think he can really install an offense because he don't know who his point guard is going to be from night to night.
I don't think that's the issue with the offense. I just
I
think he's
do.
not capable of install. Look, I don't care who my point guard is. You got Kevin Durant. How you not install an offense that can get him easy buckets? The only reason why Kevin Durant scores is because he's an all world scorer. Steve Nash ain't drew up a play that got Kevin Garnett an easy shot yet. I ain't seen him hit an open shot yet. All his shots are contested. Every last one of them. I was like
It's-
like I've never seen that many contested shots on a 30. Like everything looks hard out there. Everything.
I
Now
agree.
it is a couple of people that get open shots because Kevin Durant gets doubled. So you might see Patty Mills get an open three or Kyrie get an open three, but they can't draw up a play for Kevin Durant for a easy basket. It's just too hard, man. And I don't think Nash hasn't developed into a coach that um can coach his team to success yet. It's just all on KD and Kyrie, and that's just too hard. You can't win like that.
Kyrie half the time.
Half the
They,
time,
they need
we'll
to
see what happens.
they need to fix that before the playoffs start, man. Or you just wasting time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like
if they don't fix it, at this point, man, there ain't no point to even talk about that. To be honest with you,
it's
like,
true.
cause it's either they go do it or they're not. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a mute point to me. The dude made a decision that I'm not gonna get the jab, and I understand that, and I don't feel like I don't think it's a basketball issue, so I don't want to bring it up when we're discussing basketball. That's my thing.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean,
I,
but you can. I mean, if that's your point, then I'm here for it. I'm just saying, like, to
I
me,
mean,
I mean,
my point is that it would suck, right? It would suck to have a game 7, right? And the
right,
game 7's in Brooklyn, and your
right,
best player, well, your second best player, can't play because of a shot.
yeah, and that would suck.
That
But
would
at the
suck.
same time, for me, my expectations are so low for the Brooklyn Nets. It would. It, no, I'm seriously. I mean, because from what I'm seeing, let me tell you the teams when I watch them play this in the East, where the
Okay.
offense and defense looks like they're ready for the playoffs. The
Okay.
Heat, the 76ers, the Bucks,
I don't.
Cleveland, Cleveland Cavaliers, um, the
I
Bulls
think
to a certain
I
extent.
think
The
the
Bulls to
Bulls
a
are
certain
I
extent.
think the Bulls are the sleeper team out of that whole bunch. They are really,
Cleveland,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah. If they get healthy, they still waiting on
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball and Patrick
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
So they
They
still waiting on some key pieces.
but it's gonna all come back in the next month or so. They're gonna
It's
be all right.
possible. Yeah, but I don't even think Boston's offense looks easy. It looks hard, and
I don't
and
like
it depends on if Tatum is. I mean, now their offense looks better than the Brooklyn Nets because they're actually running the offense. But sometimes they get stagnant like Brooklyn as well. And if Tatum's not hot, then that
It's
offense
true.
can be stagnant as well.
It's
But
true.
out of all those teams, Brooklyn Nets has the worst offense out of the top 8. They got and they should. The Nets are a victim of time. They would have to fight out of the play-in because they were never at full strength, and now they will have to use the rest of the season for team building purposes. It just ain't their year, bro. Like if their offense was fluent and it looks good and like put it this way, I'll give you an example. The Clippers don't have Paul George or Kawhi. They're both injured. If
Right.
both of those guys came back before the playoffs, they would have pretty much the same thing to worry about that the Nets have, which is we got two guys, actually our best two guys that we got to work into our offense right before the playoffs. On top of them having to work into game shape, so they have just as much obstacles as the Brooklyn Nets do. However, looking at Ty Lue coach the Clippers, even without his two best players, they play really good offense to the
It's a
point where
very
yeah
it's a
they're in the
very
same they're in the same
very fluid
position on
offense.
the west side as Brooklyn is in the 8 seed without their two best players. So I would feel more comfortable with those two guys getting implemented into their system because I'm seeing that system work. Now,
Right.
when KD was out and Kyrie was missing half the ball games, I didn't see any flow to the Brooklyn Nets offense that made me feel good like Steve Nash got them on a clicking on all cylinders because they
I
not.
got you. It
So
makes sense. I
yeah, so
understand
with
what you're saying.
so without all the other stuff that's going on with them, they just don't look good. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if they get out of the first round. I would be shocked because let's say playoffs start today
Uh-huh.
and they come out. Let's say the play in after the play in they beat the Hornets or the Hawks or whoever they play in the play in and they able to make the playoffs. Right? They would
Right.
be playing the Heat in the first round.
That's a tough matchup.
The Heat go send them to the crib. They got PJ Tucker, who was the guy that they put on Kevin Durant when they played the Bucks. And even though Kevin Durant hit 50 on him one game and did all this stuff, he wore Kevin Durant out
He did
to the
wear him
point.
out.
He wore him out to the point where he hit that three, the sending him in overtime with his toe was on the line.
He worked.
KD didn't have nothing left in overtime.
He worked him out so bad it made his mama tell him it ain't this basketball, not football.
Right. Wore him out, so now he's on the Heat. And you think he ain't telling Coach Spoelstra and Pat Riley, hey, look, I can get KD one-on-one. We ain't got to double him and all of that, right?
Yeah.
And then, they got guards that can play defense. They got Oladipo. They got Jimmy Butler. They got all these dudes they can throw on Kyrie.
Vic
They're gonna
came
make
back.
like yeah. It's gonna be over. They won't beat the Heat in the first round. They won't beat them in the first round.
I haven't seen them play yet.
The Heat.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't seen them play yet.
It's a typical Pat Riley and Coach Sproles defense and ball movement and smart basketball. Good looking team.
Sounds like a winning combination to me.
Yeah. So they won't get out of the first round.
I'm all about defense. That's why I don't like Philly.
Okay. So tell me about Philly. How far you think they're going?
Right now it's good because it's new, right? But we know what happened to James Harden. You put pressure on his ass. He gonna fold, and then as soon as he start folding, that's when Embiid is gonna start running his mouth, and he gonna quit on their ass too. I'm just telling you that dude is soft as shit.
Yeah, he different. He different, man. Like but you gotta look at it this way. And he said so many weird things, right? Like he go to Philly and then say this was always my first choice and all this crazy stuff.
That's what he's supposed to say, though.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to say. But this is what I think happened. I think he looked over at Brooklyn. Well, first of all, they fired D'Antoni in Houston. They fired Morey in Houston, and Morey was a James Harden guy and let James Harden do and say whatever and play however he wanted to, right? So, he was enabled by Morey. He liked Morey. They got a relationship. So Morey's gone, D'Antoni's gone. So James Harden is like, I want out. And it was like, wait. Let's try to rebuild, real quick. We're going to hire Silas. He's a black guy. We're going to bring in John Wall. We got rid of Russ. We're going to bring in John Wall. And we're going to sign DeMarcus Cousins. Let's see if you can fit with him. James Harden wasn't happy. He said, I want to play with them, right? He straight up told DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall, I don't want to play with them. He said that. He said that last year. Then he forced his way out of Houston, and he looked over at Brooklyn and was like, they're playing pretty good over there. Even though they was winning and everybody was saying their defense didn't look good, he looked over there and seen Kyrie Irving and KD and was like, oh, that's an easy chip.
Yeah.
Easy chip, right? They both healthy. They hooping. I'm going over there. That's an easy chip. So he went over there and joined them, and it probably would have been an easy chip, but guess what? Kyrie twisted his ankle against Milwaukee, and Harden messed his hamstring up real bad, and then they left KD out there by himself. He tried to do what he could do. They didn't get to the championship. Milwaukee ended up winning it. Next thing you know, next season come, Kyrie opts out of the vax. He's not available. And now James Harden is looking around like this chip ain't going to be easy at all because Kyrie's not here. KD just got hurt. And the whole time, Daryl Morey is over there ringing his phone, telling him, look, we can get you over here in Philly, team you up with Embiid and Doc, and then we can let you look. You don't have because and he was the third wheel in Brooklyn.
He was always
like Kyrie was the guy getting all the points. KD was the guy getting all the points. Harden, he had to be an assist guy. Morey sold him on, hey, you come over here, you the man again.
Right.
You can take all your shots you want, your step backs. You can take all the threes. We go let you have the ball all the time and get all the assists, and then Embiid go get you 30. So that's what he was like. You know what? That's a better.
He gonna get you 30 cleaning up your mistakes.
Right. So he was like, look, that's a better situation. He was like, all you got to do is force your way out of Brooklyn, and we'll do the rest in the media, and then we'll send Ben Simmons over there for you.
That is classic tampering. It
Now,
is.
now tell me you
That
didn't
is
think
like
that's
the
what happened.
definition of tampering.
Sure, but they can't prove that happened though.
You're
Lamar
right.
said Philly will get bumped out in the second round. It's possible, very possible. Harden, a BLC Cup, titties over titles.
I concur.
Yeah,
I
he chose
concur.
titties over titles, man.
I
He he
concur.
he he really did. But
I concur.
um, they might go out in the second round. I can see that. Hold on, let me pull it up. I can see that. Well, either way, so Philly going first round. Philly would have they would beat the Raptors, right?
27,
Um,
36.
Heat would beat the Nets. Bucks will beat.
One, two,
Oh, would they beat the Celtics? No, Bucks will be playing the Cavs.
4.
Oh man, that's a good one. Bucks will beat the Cavs.
Yeah, I mean, if
Bulls,
you just look at the top four teams, right? Let's say that all the top teams win. You look at the top four teams. Yeah, they could go out in the second round. Absolutely.
yeah, but who would they be playing in the second round?
And
Okay,
probably
Bulls,
they look like they
Bulls,
would have to.
Celtics.
It looked like they would have to play. It looked like they. I mean, if it's just going right now, they would play Milwaukee. They can't beat Milwaukee.
That's tough.
They
That's that's
can't.
that's gonna, that's gonna be a good series, real good series. Who you
It
who
would
you
be.
who
I
you
would
who,
definitely watch it. You know what I'm saying? But
who you think win Bulls or Celtics though?
that's tough.
That's real tough.
That's tough. If the Bulls get healthy, the Bulls.
I'm with you. I'm gonna go Bulls on that. I'm gonna go Bulls
Yeah.
on that. Um, and yeah, that second round Bucks and Philly, that is a tough one.
Shit, I
And
like the
who
Heat and the Bulls. If the Bulls are healthy, that's tough.
it is, man. Man, this is gonna be a good play. This is gonna be a good playoffs, man. I just
Yeah.
wish the Nets was ready. And all of this could change if Ben Simmons just come back and he ain't got no health issues because they saying his back tightened up on him and all that stuff, man. If Ben Simmons is able to come back and as bad as that offense look, maybe he's the key to it not looking so bad. I just don't see it. I like Steve Nash really got them playing horrible offense. The ball don't move. A lot of one on one, a lot of ISO. I don't see nobody setting off ball screens. I don't. I mean, it's just a horrible offense, man. It's horrible.
If I'm Dame, I want out of Portland, man. I'm sitting here looking at Portland and Utah right now with 9:33 left in the third period. Utah is beating Portland 68-37.
Good lord.
They
What
got
would you go?
37
What
points.
would you want to go if you was Dane?
I wouldn't want to go to LA to that hailstorm, but that's where he that's where he would be.
So
It's just going
so
from the same from one situation to another. It's going to the same thing.
let me ask
At
you this.
least the situation in Portland is young. They old.
Let me
You
ask you
really
this.
gonna be by yourself.
Are you considering the team and franchise only, or are you also considering the city that you're going to?
Team
Like,
and
do you?
franchise only. But I
Okay,
mean,
so
him going
if you
him going
if
to
you're if
LA.
you're if you're Dane, you don't care if the city is if it's cold there and it's it's I mean because I'm thinking like what would Dame look like in Minnesota with Anthony Edwards and Carl Anthony Towns?
That would be disgusting.
Could be,
It
could
would be.
be.
But would he want to go to Minnesota? What would they have to give up to get him?
Um, Draft picks and if I don't know if they got any players other than Carl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards that they would that Portland would want.
You gotta
Um,
you gotta keep them two. You gotta add him to the mix, right? You
right,
can't take
right,
one of those two and take one of them away. You
right,
understand what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What would
it
they
had to be
offer?
worked out. Yeah, and then Bradley Bill as well. He got a player option coming up for about 37 mil. He can opt out of that and then go somewhere else. A lot of people say he might go to Philly. Titties over titles. Boy, the playoffs is gonna show us something real good. I mean, we about to find out if Harden
He's
is built for
not.
this.
He's not.
Built for this, man.
He's not.
Lamar said, "I'm sorry, man. That's unprofessional with Ben Simmons not being ready. He ain't played. Why isn't he ready? He's sitting around eating hoagies and cheesecakes. Did he hurt his back for being too heavy? Ben Simmons? Well, first of all, Ben Simmons ain't got no issues with being in shape.
I don't
You
know,
know,
man.
that ain't the issue. They like I don't understand how that's unprofessional. I disagree with you
Is
on
he
that,
hurt?
Lamar.
Is he hurt?
They said when he first came back, once he started playing, he tweaked his back. So he tweaked his back, and that's what the report is. He tweaked his
They
back.
also
I,
said Luca. They also said Luca had a sprained ankle.
okay, what that mean?
He was fat.
Who Luca? But that's a totally different story.
And I
This
don't
ain't
know.
this ain't this ain't Dallas, and this ain't a player that struggles with his weight.
How do we know? We ain't seen him in a year.
Ben Simmons, when have you ever seen him struggle with his weight?
I mean, I
I
mean,
mean, at least
I'm
have a
saying
history. At least have a history of it there before you make the accusation.
it don't matter. I mean, obviously something was wrong. If he pulling muscles while he's trying to get in shape, that means he was out of shape.
No, I don't think that means that.
Okay,
I
I
don't
hope
think that.
not.
I mean, it's your back, Corey. It ain't your hamstring,
I got you. Cool,
right? You can literally hurt your back lifting something too heavy.
cool, got you.
So yeah, I disagree with that,
At
Lamar.
38, at
There's
38,
nothing.
at 38, yeah, but at 24, no.
There's nothing unprofessional. Well, I mean, you ask T Mac about how your back do at
That's
24.
different.
Okay, different, right?
He
Ask
had a history. He had a
who T Mac.
history of the back
Okay,
giving him
so
problems.
so before your history with your back start, you have to start with your first
Just
back
before
injury,
them
right?
hoagies and cheesesteaks, before you got a history of eating them things, you was eating them and you got fat.
Boy, y'all just throwing stuff against the wall, hoping to stick.
I know
Like,
you giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not. I agree.
what's
I
wrong?
agree with
What's wrong
Lamar.
with giving it the benefit of the doubt,
I
though?
agree with Lamar. There
Okay,
is
so
no
tell me
way.
how's that unprofessional. Tell me how's unprofessional.
There is no way that you have not played the entire year because you don't want to play for them, wanting to get traded, wanting to get traded, wanting to get out of Philly, and not being ready to go when you got out. No way.
Um,
And it's going to
let
be
me ask you a
real
question.
hard to convince me otherwise.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Was James Harden ready to go when he got to Philly?
Is he playing?
After he missed 4 games.
How many games has what's his name is? Ben Simmons.
About
All of them. Every
yeah.
single
So no,
last one of
but answer the question. Was James Harden ready to go when he first got to Philly? Yes or no?
them. He missed 4 games.
Yes or no? Was he ready to
Wait,
go
was
before
he?
when he got to
He
Philly?
was in practice, right? Was he there with the team? Is Ben Simmons
Can you
practicing?
can you answer the question?
I am. I'm answering your question.
Is yes or no? Was James
Huh?
Harden ready to go when
I
he
would
got
say
to Philly?
yes. He was.
The answer was no.
To you,
No,
that's
the
your
answer
answer.
was no.
My
The
answer
answer was
is
no.
yes.
He showed no, like the
You're
reports
not
he
gonna know
showed
the
up.
offense. You're not gonna know none of that. You're not just gonna come in one day and start playing. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna miss a couple
Corey,
of games. 4 is an
Corey,
acceptable amount of games to miss. All of them, no.
Corey. Do you know why he missed them?
Huh?
Do you know why he missed them?
Do you know why, or do you know what they told
Yes.
you? What they told you?
Okay. So from the reports, do you know why James Harden missed those first four
Oh yeah,
games?
of course. Yeah,
What?
he
Why?
was hurt.
Okay, his hamstring, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So he missed 4 games because of his hamstring that was trying to get that healthy, right?
mm-hmm.
So he showed up not ready to go.
Is he going now?
Now, if Ben Simmons
Let
showed
me
up,
let
Ben
me ask
Simmons
you
showed
this.
up. To,
Before
I'm
you
about to
say that,
explain it. I'm about to explain it to you.
before you say that, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you ever hurt your hamstring before?
No.
You haven't? Okay.
No.
I can tell you by pulling my hamstring, that shit's not ready in a couple of days. It's not.
Okay. But you know, James Harden been dealing with this since he pulled it last year.
Okay.
They just sat him out of a back to back to for precautionary reasons for his hamstring.
Okay.
So they wasn't trying to rush him back to playing because he hot dogged it with Brooklyn the last month he was there and wasn't giving 100%, and he was acting like his hand was hurting, but maybe it was hurting. So
Maybe.
they ramped him up slowly to get him ready. He wasn't ready to go when he went there. That's not the part that's unprofessional. So if you compare that to Ben Simmons, he showed up to Brooklyn and was getting ramped up just like James Harden was. And in the process of him getting ramped up, he tweaked his back. I don't understand how that's unprofessional. Getting hurt is unprofessional.
Mm. Mm. How did he hurt his back? Have you seen him? I haven't seen him lately.
I mean, I see him on the bench. Simmons held out to leave, didn't
Yeah.
play
Didn't
not
play
1
1
minute,
minute. Got what he
got
wanted
what he
and still
wanted,
ain't ready.
and still ain't
Yeah.
ready. Come on,
Agreed.
Ben. I just don't relate to that. I
You
seriously
should.
don't relate to that. I don't. I
You
really
should.
don't. Get on the court. I don't relate to
You
that at all.
should. You should.
Explain. Tell me why.
I just told you why.
Go ahead. I'm
It's
listening.
down there on the bottom. Just read that statement. It's there. This is what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Then you get there and you ain't ready.
And what he tweaked his back. I don't understand
Sure.
what you're saying. He's not ready.
Sure.
Tweaking
Sure.
your back means you're not ready.
Sure. And so what you say? We can only go by the reports. I don't see it. And it's not in shape.
You
He
don't see
ain't
that he
ready to
tweaked
go.
his back. Okay.
Huh?
And
He ain't ready to
you
go.
think so you think Ben Simmons is out of shape and what else? You think he's
Well,
out of
first
shape?
of all, there's no possible way he's in basketball shape because he haven't been playing basketball. There's
Okay.
no way. No possible way.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I think y'all off.
okay.
I seriously think y'all off on that one.
I hope I am.
Yeah,
I
we'll
hope I am.
see. We'll see. I mean, and it's also possible that they just saying what they got to say, and they thinking that it's best to bring him on after the Philly game. Maybe that's their thought process. I don't know.
That's fine.
But yeah, I wouldn't call anything he did unprofessional. Showing up to a team and trying to work your way back on the court and tweaking your back, I just can't call it unprofessional at all.
Well,
Everything y'all was saying with him being out of shape and all that stuff is just y'all assumption. There's been no reports that he's out of shape or any of that stuff.
everything that these teams say is an assumption.
So a dude that cost you 35 million and ain't played and he ain't ready, he got to be out of shape. But we're still saying he's not ready, and that's the part where we disagree at. What tells you he's not ready?
He ain't
He's not
playing.
right, and he's not playing because he tweaked his back.
Oh, okay.
How do you connect that to not being ready?
I hope so.
I mean, neither one of y'all have explained that yet.
Just like
Somebody explain to me.
I know full well. Just like no, you just haven't listened to the explanation. Just like I know full well, Luka didn't twist his damn ankle here in Dallas. He was fat.
For Luka, that might be true.
Oh, a different story, right? Okay, you right.
Yeah, for Luka, that might be true. But
anyway,
what has you believing that Ben Simmons showed up out of shape and not ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. If
Can't answer the question.
if that's me, yes, I can. Yes, I can. It's an easy question to answer. If I'm a player that wants out of somewhere, and I go and I get what I want, I essentially get exactly what I want. You got life messed up if you think I ain't gonna be on the first one on the court in practice. Just teach me the offense real quick. I'm ready to go.
Thanks.
I'm ready to go.
Thanks, Condor Gamer. I don't like Ben, but I agree. I don't get how that means he's getting fat.
You don't have to be fat to be out of shape. You don't have to be fat to be out of shape. That's pretty simple, Condor. It ain't hard. You do not have to be fat to be out of shape.
Everybody's not Zion Williamson, man. Ben Simmons is nowhere near fat and out of shape.
Nobody
Not
said
nowhere
fat.
near. He
His
showed
ass
up. He showed up ready, and he practiced and tweaked his back. I
most of
like
the time
what.
when people and you're an athlete, and this is what trips me out, right? That you know better,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you've been sitting around bullshitting doing nothing, and then all of a sudden you get what you want, oh shit, jump off the couch and start going hard right away, you're gonna pull or tweak something because your body's not ready to go. His body was not ready to go, and that's why he got hurt because his ass was sitting on the couch, bullshitting, not doing nothing.
That's what you think?
That's exactly what I think.
Okay. Lamar said he should have been ready at the bench. Lamar, you keep saying he's not ready. Give me the evidence that he wasn't ready.
He pulled some muscles trying to get ready,
Lamar,
trying
you
to
don't.
ramp up, like you said,
Lamar,
ramp up.
right? Lamar, I just gave you the example of Harden showing up to Philly and doing the exact same thing. A week of practice to
Where is
ramp up,
Harden?
right? He
But
he
where
didn't
is
tweak his
Harden?
he didn't tweak his back during practice, Corey.
All right, man.
So
But
what I'm saying, if Ben wouldn't have tweaked his back at practice while he was ramping up, then he would have been fine. So I'm gonna ask you again, Lamar. Give me the connection to not being ready and Ben Simmons.
I
What what
already
what
gave you the connection 12 times. You just
if
don't
he
want to
didn't
hear it.
if he didn't tweak his back, are you telling me that he would not be playing? That's what you're telling me?
James Harden pulled his hamstring. He's still playing.
He didn't pull his hamstring, man.
Then what he
He
do?
didn't pull his hamstring.
Then what he do?
Huh?
What he do?
He showed up to Philly and they said you're not we're working him back in,
Uh-huh.
and he's missing these first three. I think it was 3 or 4 games. He missed those games, and it was on the report as hamstring. He didn't pull it. He pulled it last year.
Okay. Yes, this I know. Is he playing now?
Yeah, he's playing now because he didn't tweak his back during practice trying to get ready. Ben Simmons did tweak his back trying to get ready,
Oh,
or
okay.
or trying to get revved up.
Oh,
So he tweaked his back because he was not ready. Yeah. No. I'm
I'm
not
not
saying he
agreeing.
tweaked his back because he wasn't ready. Not at all. I'm saying he tweaked his back because he tweaked it.
Okay.
That can happen to anybody.
But James Harden didn't.
What?
But James Harden didn't. He didn't really pull his hamstring.
No,
I
I ain't
agree
saying
with you
no.
there.
He didn't pull it. No, they sat him out for his hamstring. His hamstring is an ongoing issue.
Yeah, I got you. I agree with you there. I agree
Right.
100%.
So his hamstring is an ongoing issue, and they're trying to keep not trying to go too hard on his leg. That's why he didn't play that back to back. They kept him out for his hamstring.
What's the best ability for any athlete?
I mean, I'm supposing you want me to say availability, the
Exactly.
cliche.
Is he is
Okay.
he is he available right now, Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Get out of town. Anyway, next topic, because you're gonna argue around this whole topic. Anyway, go ahead.
Nobody's saying fat out of game shape.
That's
Let's not
exactly what I
forget
said too, Lamar.
we talking about the
Exactly the
same
same
guy
thing.
who commitment to his craft has always been in question. No, it had. Listen, Lamar.
Yes, it
Y'all
has.
know y'all know me.
Yes,
Y'all
it
know me.
has.
And I'm big on being factual versus being on what the masses of mass media is
Well, the mass media is
painting a
telling you that
narrative
he
of.
that he tweaked his back, and you have no problem believing that.
Hold on, Corey. Let me finish what I was saying. There's always a narrative, and the narrative gets perpetuated, and there's always factual and truth. I'm for factual and truth. So I'm trying to figure out who said he had a commitment issue to his craft. What? A commitment issue? Where are you getting that from? A commitment issue to his craft? That's crazy. I think Ben isn't ready mentally more than physically. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, that could be
Oh,
possible, man. I
man.
mean, but like I said, I really do think that they probably sat down and was like, yeah, let's get them ready. Let's get them learning the plays. And when they started looking at the calendar, it was like, oh, we got Philly on the 10th. Let's just bring them back after that. I don't know if that's true, but maybe that's what it is, and they're just saying whatever they got to say, his back or whatever. I don't know, but nothing about this situation makes me think Ben is not physically ready. Like, I mean, that's just a bunch of hoopla to
Is
me.
mental is being mentally ready not is it different than being not physically ready?
Yeah, that's different. I think that's
Why?
different because one is physical and one is mental.
You got what you wanted, right? You wanted out of Philly.
Mhm.
That was your mental hiccup was Philly, and they hurt my feelings. We had a whole show about this, and you got
Okay.
out, and you still not mentally ready. Not buying it. Sorry.
Well,
Physical, yeah. One physical and one mental. You're absolutely right.
yeah,
But I'm
it's
not buying
different.
either one of them.
But your question to me was,
I
are they
just told
different?
you. I just told you what my answer is. I'm not buying either one of them. That's
No,
crap.
how you give me an answer that you asked me a question to?
That's
You
crap.
asked me you asked me was it different, right?
Because you gonna BS your way around the whole issue.
No, it was no BS about me answering an honest
You
question.
BS your way around this entire issue. Yes, you have.
Ben
You
sat out
danced and
Ben
tiptoed.
sat out a whole season because his feelings was hurt. So that's what I'm thinking. It.
Just saying.
So let me ask
I'm
you.
just
Let me ask you
saying.
a question, Corey. Let me ask
Condor
you a
Gaming
question.
is absolutely right.
Let me ask you a question, Corey.
Yeah.
Let's take it to your sport, football.
Gotcha.
And that was a guy who had
We
I
don't
don't know,
have no
was it a hamstring issue?
we don't have no bitches in football, dog. Just
Oh,
joking.
okay.
Go ahead.
So
I'm
there
listening to
was
you.
a guy with the Patriots, cornerback Gilmore.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was his injury?
Like a hamstring or something. Yeah.
Hamstring. It was I think it was bad, right? He missed the whole he missed the whole season last season, right?
Something like that.
Right. And then when he came back
A
this year,
lot last year.
he still was kind of getting ready for it. And then the Patriots
Maybe.
traded him to the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
And when he got to the Panthers, I think around week 8, week 9, they threw him in the game, but he was on snap counts. He wasn't
Put him
playing
on the
full
snap count.
games, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
wasn't playing full games and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So missing a whole season of football, and even though the doctors cleared you, the team has still got you on snap counts. You're not playing full games. You're not starting.
I got you.
Why did they do that?
Probably because they don't want you to put a lot of strain on that injury.
Right,
Like,
because you haven't played football for a whole year, correct?
okay, yeah, sure. What are you
Right.
getting?
So the difference between Ben Simmons missing an entire year of basketball,
Mm-hmm.
right? And well, I wouldn't say an entire year, but uh,
He's missed this entire season.
he
He's
missed
on
his whole
pace to
season,
miss
right?
the entire season.
Versus James Harden, who's been playing.
Uh-huh.
That's a different. James Harden's supposed to get on the court quicker than Ben Simmons. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're wrong
Okay.
because Ben Simmons has missed it, just like Condor Game is saying. And I'm not trying to knock mental issues at all, not at all. Please don't mistake what I'm saying is me knocking mental issues because I get it. But Ben Simmons has missed this entire season because his feelings were hurt. Condor Gaming is absolutely right. That is period point blank. His best friend felt like his best friend turned his back on him, and he felt like the city was against him because he didn't shoot a layup.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't played because his feelings were hurt. Period.
Yeah,
You
but
get to
since
you get to your next appointed place of duty, and you still not ready.
after missing an entire season, I just gave you the example
You're not ready.
of
Why is he not on the snap count?
Gilmore missing an entire
Because
season
of an injury.
and the team making precautions to get him on a
To
full game
to prevent that
for
injury
work,
from
right?
happening again.
Exactly. Okay, so with Ben Simmons missing an entire season, he shows up, starts working out, tweaks his back, and they say, let's make sure that's 100% before we put you on the floor.
Okay. So now
How does that make you not ready?
he's been
Nobody still can explain it. We'll
there's
go
no
to the next
reason why
topic
he
though.
shouldn't have been in shape now. He should
but
have been
you still
going in playing
but you
comfortable
still
and be
connecting
ready to
not
go.
being in shape to something that you shouldn't be connected to. Tweaking
Why?
your back don't mean you're not in shape. Like you got to explain that. How does tweaking your back mean you're not in shape or
Like I
means you're not
said,
ready?
9 times out of 10, when you pull a muscle, especially at the beginning of something, training camp, whatever. Because right now, essentially, Ben Simmons is going through training. He ain't been nowhere, right? When
Mm.
you pull muscles like that, your body is not ready for the strain that you putting it on under.
Yeah, lower body extremity. I agree with you, but back different.
Come on, man.
Everybody who's had a back injury uh doesn't mean that they was out of shape. Larry Bird career was over because of back.
Everybody that's pulled a hamstring
T
doesn't
Mac
mean that
lost
they're
his
out of
career
shape
because
too.
of back. Scottie Pippen lost his career for a back. I mean, back issues is a major thing. Michael Porter Jr. just had his second back surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't connect tweaking your back to being out of shape.
I can't. I
It just
can't.
doesn't
Just like
compute.
I can't connect. Just like I can't connect. I don't know if he tweaked his back for real or not. I can't connect not being ready when
What
you get
what
touched.
what say that say I
I
don't
said
think
that
he
from the
tweaked
very
his back
beginning.
and say that I think he's fat and that's
I
what
didn't say he was fat. I never said he was fat. I said he was out
okay
of shape.
he's
That's
out
what
of
I said.
shape.
His ass
Okay, so
should
you
have
think
been in
he's out
shape
of
when he
shape.
got there.
Okay.
Period.
And but you have no connection or proof
I
to this
have
out of
no
shape claim.
connection to prove that he
So
tweaked his back in practice either.
I'm glad you're able to
I have no
say
connection to say that. None
right.
whatsoever.
And I'm glad
And
you're able to say
just like I
your
know
statement.
that teams absolutely lie about injuries. You know that.
Naughty Brand, what's up, Mitch? I knew Ben Simmons slander was going on. I popped right up in time.
You did.
The game is tomorrow. That's go. I mean, that's gonna be an interesting game, man. How you think this gonna go?
Where is
You
it in
guys both
Philly?
are right. Overall, I agree with you're tweaking the back point, but in case I think Ben ain't ready, yeah, I don't know, man.
Where's the game? In Philly?
The game's in Philly.
Oh, it's gonna be good because the Kyrie gonna play.
I don't think. I think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't. I Philly plays a better. They got a better offense. They just do. Um, it'll be a blowout. The Nets won't really be in that game, unless KD and Kyrie just playing lights out. You missed my point, man. Ben should have been ready as soon as the trade went through. He wasn't. Then all of a sudden he tweaked his back. Come on, man. It looks and sounds like crap. It probably is crap. What does ready mean? Like James Harden wasn't even ready when the trade went
You
down.
are going to come up with every excuse in the world for this cat. That's why I'm even tired of talking about it. You just dance
Corey,
around
you tired
the
of
fact.
talk. You tired of talking about it because you don't
I
even know
know
what
I'm
I'm
tired of
saying.
talking about it because you're not gonna listen. That's why I'm tired of talking
You
about it.
you don't even know, and I think that's where a major problem is with you and having these disagreements is
Oh,
the
well, here
only
we go.
thing you want to happen is someone to listen to you, but you don't
And
listen to
I
what I'm
think
saying.
that
You don't
your
even know.
major
You
problem
don't even
is
know what my
that
point
you want
is.
somebody to listen to you because there's 3 people in this conversation that are calling out that what you're saying is BS. But you want to be right, so you will say anything. How do we know? How do we know this? How do we know that? Man, come on, man. It's
What?
just like this dude just said, man. He tweaked his back. Okay, yeah, you're right. He tweaked his back. Yeah, and he
That's what
still
they're reporting.
has not played. You're
Yeah,
right.
but
You're right.
so if
You're
like I said, it's more probable if you think that he didn't really tweak his back, it's more probable that the team is saying that just to keep him out of this Philly game versus him coming up not ready. Like I keep asking Lamar to explain to me what not being ready means. Because if you're saying Ben Simmons should have been ready when the trade went through,
Is he?
hold on. No team is going to get a new player and then say, "Hey, you're playing tomorrow."
Mm-hmm,
Especially when he hasn't played the entire season.
mm-hmm,
I'm I,
mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to be
Is he ready?
very smooth the way I say this, but y'all sound silly if y'all think
Uh-huh.
that he was just gonna show up and jump on the court and he
Nobody,
had no
nobody, nobody even said he had to show up and jumped on the court. All I'm saying is, has he
core.
jumped on the court yet?
Core, he hasn't played a basketball game since April
Has
or
he been on
May.
the court yet?
He hasn't played since April or May. No, he hasn't played since April or May. You guys are silly if you
Then why
think.
not? Then why not just be
Uh,
honest?
Corey, you have to listen. Let me get a
You're
thought out.
not listening, Mel. How you gonna tell me to listen and you not listening?
If a player comes in and hasn't played since May, hasn't played an NBA game, there's no franchise that's going to say you're going to play your first NBA game since May next week before we get our trainers out there and get you on the court and make sure that you're good to go before we put you out there. Because if they put him out there, just like you said, if you're trying to ramp up to NBA basketball, you could tear something. You could rupture something. It's just not smart to do it. It has nothing to do with not being ready. It's all precautionary. And in the process of doing it, he tweaked his back.
Is that what it is?
That's what they reported. That's all I'm saying. I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay.
Like I said, it could be two things. It could be exactly the what they reported it, or it could be that they're trying to keep him out of this Philly game. But one thing
Now, if he comes back after the Philly game, I'll agree with what you said.
One thing I'm not leaning on is saying that he showed up not ready. That makes no sense.
I hope not.
Not at all.
And I hope that you're right. I hope that you're right.
The only reason why y'all even are leaning toward that way is because y'all have watched so much ESPN that your mind automatically goes to how can we blame a player or point a finger. I can't believe this coming out of y'all mouth.
I can't. And my that's not why I'm doing that.
What's up, son?
My thing is that he's not on the court. Period. Not practicing. They would say, hey, we want to be cautious. We have a $35 million investment in this cat. We are being cautious and bringing him back slowly.
You got to talk to their PR. I don't know why they're reporting the way they're reporting it. I don't know if it's the truth or if it's they trying to keep him out of the Philly game. Who knows? It could be either or. But you have no data to support that this dude showed up not ready.
And I have no data to support that he tweaked his back getting ready.
Except the reports.
There's reports.
You have the reports.
There's reports. Okay, so Luka sprained his ankle. That's what the report said.
Yeah, that's a report.
That's exactly what the report said.
Right.
But I know that's bullshit, just like you do too.
Want to know why you know it's BS?
Why?
Because you have other data, which is what you saw. You saw him fat and out of shape.
I haven't even seen Ben Simmons. Have you?
I've seen him on the bench. Yeah, he don't look fat at all.
Yeah, nobody said he was fat. I never said he was fat. I said out of shape. You don't have to be fat.
You know how hard it is for a guy with 3% body fat to be out of shape when they're 24.
You know how hard it is for you not to be ready when you show up at 24?
Seriously.
Do you know how hard it is not to be ready to ball when you are 24? If you are 24-year-old Melvin Wall right now, I could put you on any court in the United States and you ready to ball right away, right? Right?
I'm listening. That's your point.
Am I answer my question, right? And you don't get paid to do this. Were you ready to ball? Answer my question. Yes or no? Were you ready to ball? Answer my question. Were you ready to ball? Don't try to be funny. Just answer my question. Are you ready to ball?
Make a point.
Are you ready to ball? Yes or no?
Corey, what are you talking about?
Are you ready to ball? Yes or no?
This has nothing to do with
this dude is a paid professional athlete. His ass should have been ready at 24 years old when he got there. Period. Right, end of story.
See, you're trying to ask me that question. Am I ready to ball? But by you asking me that question, you're already implying that
no. But the only thing I did was use exactly what you said and made a point, the same point. Exactly what you said. Do you know how hard it is for somebody 3% body fat at 24 years old? That's the same dude that ain't ready.
No. What are you talking about? You said out of shape.
Same cat that's not ready.
You said out of shape.
He's out of shape. He's not ready to go.
I'm gonna just ask you one simple question. And don't try to win. Just answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You seriously think Ben Simmons is out of shape? Seriously? Yes or no? You think he's out of shape?
Yes. Okay. I think he's not ready to go.
Okay, and then and the only data point you have to support that is what?
Is that he's not playing.
Well, the report say he's not playing because he tweaked his back.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
what data points do you have to support that he's out of shape?
What data points do I have that he proved that he tweaked his back? I have none.
The the report say that.
But I believe,
The
but
med,
that's
the
me
med, the
believing
med,
the
the
media. Something that
the
you said
med.
earlier. Why are you
Wait, wait,
believing
wait,
this?
wait. This
Wait,
this
wait,
this
what?
this
You
report
said it
didn't
too.
this report didn't come from a reporter.
Where'd it come from?
This came from the medical staff with the Brooklyn Nets.
When?
This came from the medical
Then
staff.
where'd you? So you talked to the medical staff for the Brooklyn Nets? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what news people get it from. They got it.
Oh,
They
okay.
can't come and report an injury. It's a protocol to report injuries for your team to
Yeah, I
make
know.
sure that they're legit.
Yes, I
All
know.
right. Well, so
I know.
don't play dumb.
I'm not playing dumb. You're the one playing dumb. Like you don't know what the hell nobody talking about. And his ass ain't ready. Period. And he should have been.
Well,
You
look,
got
and
exactly what you
and
wanted.
and I'm
You
okay
got
with you.
every single thing
I'm
that you
okay.
wanted,
I'm
and
okay
you
with you having that
still
opinion that
not
he's not
ready.
ready. However, I just want to put that caveat out there that hey, you don't have any data point to support your opinion. And if
Yes,
we
I do.
and if and you
And you
actually
have
don't,
something
I
that
just
some
proved you
dude
don't.
told you on ESPN.
Lamar said the definition of not ready is that that N word ain't on the court,
I agree.
and
100%.
and this is when you know you lost the argument when this is your this is your
No,
only
it's not
answer.
losing the argument
This
at
is your
all. It's
only
the
answer.
truth. Ready means I'm
Hey,
ready to go.
Lamar,
If we
for
suiting up tomorrow,
for
can
the
you play?
for the 50th time, what does not ready mean?
Read it.
Because what does
The
not ready
definition
mean?
is right there.
He still ain't said that.
It's there.
What does not ready mean? Corey at least said he was out of shape. So Corey has explained to me what not ready mean. You keep making this blanket statement of not ready. What does not ready mean? Why is he not playing? Tell me why.
He told you.
Where is he not ready yet? No, you told me. Lamar didn't. Lamar told me.
Okay.
He gonna get paid anyways, right?
He is.
Ready or not, check don't bounce.
It's true. It's true.
Man, what's the next topic, man? Because you just got your butt whooped on them.
I really didn't. You got beat by 3 people.
Yeah,
You got beat by 3 people. You got beat by
I
3 people.
love when me and you have a debate 1-on-1
You got beat
because
by
I
3 people.
always whoop your tail.
You really don't,
Always whoop.
because it
Yeah,
always ends up somebody agreeing with you, and then that's what you do is try to play a little sound bite and drink your little Pedialyte.
whoop that tail. What's up, Chris? Whoop that tail, man.
You can't.
No,
You can't.
and the
You
dude that
can't
co-signed
do
you.
it.
Look, you need a co-signer because you
You
got bad
can't
credit.
do it.
And the dude that co-signed you
You can't do it.
he can't even describe what not
You
ready
can't
mean.
do it.
Can't even
You
describe what
can't
not
do it.
ready mean.
You can't do it.
Can't do what?
You can't beat me.
Oh, I just did.
You didn't.
It's
You did
light
not.
work. That's
In
light
your
work, Corey.
mind, you did. And
Corey,
that's
it's
your
light work.
problem. In
It's
your
light work.
mind, you're right. You
It's
can
light
be
work.
way in left field, but you're right in your mind. And you'll go to sleep comfortably. That's a problem.
Dirty Hills podcast. What's up, big dog? I still gotta mail that stuff out. I still got some stuff they won that ain't even mailed. I gotta get to the post office tomorrow and mail that stuff out. All right, what we at? So yeah, man, we discussed the playoffs, man, and what we think happening. Let's move to the MVP real quick. You got Embiid playing lights out. But now that James Harden is there, I think he's gonna lose some votes in the MVP race. Because that's how if you listen to the people that got votes and how they talk about it, if it's close, right? And I got two guys and it's close, and one guy got superstar help and the other guy don't.
Okay.
They usually go with the guy that don't got the help. So right now, Jokic don't have superstar help, but Embiid does. Ja Morant don't have superstar help, but Embiid does.
I tell you what, I give you the Ja Morant one because I think that's who's gonna win the MVP because he is balling his ass off, right?
Okay.
But Cousins went right in and did the same shit Jokic is doing.
Yeah, Cousins a ball. He's a baller. He's bad. He's a bad boy. Yeah.
So I'm just saying. I think it's a 2-man race. I think it's Ja Morant and Embiid, and I don't even really think it's that close. Ja Morant is hooping his ass off.
Kofi said the same thing. Ja Morant for MVP.
Yeah,
and he's the most exciting. That's what he said.
that's
I'm with the Ja Morant thing. I was with the Embiid thing early, but yeah, with Harden there, anything he do now is gonna get chalked up to him having a superstar beside him.
because
So
it's easier.
mhm. I'm good with Morant. It was one more though. I don't think Luka's in there though. They trying to squeeze Luka in there. They've been trying to get Luka the MVP since his second season.
I'm gonna tell you this: if the Mavs keep winning basketball games the way they win tonight, they got their ass whooped.
They
But
want
if they
Luka,
keep winning the way they keep winning, Luka gonna be right there,
bro. They
and
want Luka to be the MVP so
he gonna
bad.
have an inside track too.
Mm,
Not
mm.
not this year, not with John Morant. No, with the year that John Morant is having, nah, that dude,
Yeah, I think Ja
that dude
gets
is
it,
out of
man. I mean,
control.
he's number 2 in the West. Uh, he don't have the superstar help. And you know what's funny though?
Hmm.
He got out to a fast start. Him in Memphis, right? And then he missed like 6 or 7 games in a row.
He got hurt.
And within that 6 or 7 game stretch, there was actually people saying, "Ah, the Memphis Grizzlies are still winning. They don't need Ja." They was actually saying it. And then Ja Morant came back his first game, and I think he went nuts. Beat a real good team.
I still think he reminds me so much. His athleticism reminds me so much of Derrick Rose. Like the way he jumped that high. I don't like none. It scares me every time he go in the air.
Yeah. Slim said it ain't like Harden been there that long. How they use that as a crush against Joe now, but because it's still 23 games left.
He takes away a lot of the double team that was falling down on me because they didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing to defend. Now they
Right,
have to defend that. So
right.
it's gonna make life easier for him.
Yeah, they'll use anything to discredit somebody in the MVP race, man. You know,
Yeah.
so James Harden being there for he's 30 games, you know, and Jokic not having somebody like James Harden, yeah, that the votes will go to Jokic or Ja. That's
Or
I mean
Luca.
that's how they go do it. I'm not saying that's how I would do it,
Or Luca.
but man, that boy Luca don't even deserve to be in the conversation. What is he doing except
Hooping.
except
Hooping
ball
his
hollering?
ass off.
Oh, Slim,
Hooping.
since you here, Slim. Uh, before the season started, when we was talking about this Westbrook trade, you remember? And I told you, Westbrook's not going to fit because him and LeBron James do similar things, and you know the what made Westbrook famous is triple doubles, and he's not going to need to do that with the Lakers, and you know his other assets is non-existent. Like his only best attribute is, hey, if you give me the ball and let me keep it for 24 seconds out of the shot clock, I might either score or make a nice pass. But he's not going to play like that with the Lakers. And I told you it was going to clash and it was going to crash and burn. And we went back and forth. I whooped your butt in that debate just like I whooped Corey. And now, uh, now, now, I need you to come eat that crow. You gonna have to come on. As a matter of fact, I share the link. How about that? I share the link, and anybody can come in here and join and come get cooked, just like Corey got cooked. Keep falling off the bone. Corey always get cooked,
You
man.
can come in. Y'all can come in here and join this cooking that Melvin and take it right now. That's why he's sitting over there sweating.
Daggone Chef Curry. I'm in here cooking and meat falling off the
Easy.
bone, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Mail's not even a tough debate.
but
I've had
if
tougher debates with my 10-year-old son.
if you keep quiet and let Corey talk long enough, he'll actually cook himself.
No, definitely won't. I'll
He
just let you cook yourself and
he'll
then
cook
use
he
what you
cook
said
himself.
against you, like I
You you
always do.
you ever seen a rabbit?
And it's so simple. I just use what you say against you. That's all I do.
You ever seen a rabbit?
And then
You ever
and then this is your response every time. I just cooked you.
you ever seen a rabbit get in a pot of boiling water and cut carrots on himself and just lay in there thinking he taking a bath and just actually cook his meat off the bone? That's what Corey do in the debate. Every single time I set the trap, I just boil the water and just sit back and let him talk. And he actually get off in the boiling water and cook him own self, man. It's rabbit season, baby. I like it. I like it. Yeah, come on in here and cook, man, and tell me that Westbrook take you had again. I want to hear that Westbrook take again. Oh man. But yeah, that game gonna be interesting, Corey.
I I
But I got Philly winning.
I hope so. I do.
They
I just don't.
they ain't gonna have no answer for Embiid, man.
They ain't gonna have no answer for Durant.
The answer for Durant is horrible offense by Steve Nash. It's too
Mm,
look, it's too hard for them to get a bucket, man. It's just hard. They don't get no easy shots. I mean, when you got a player like Kevin Durant who can hit every shot on the floor, how is every shot he getting ISO? You
uh,
you can literally bring Kevin Durant off of multiple staggered screens like Ray Allen or Reggie Miller for a three, or you can bring him off of screens and catch and shoot like Rip Hamilton in the mid range, or you can put him in the high post like Dirk, or you can put him in the low post like Hakeem, or you can give him the rock and do something. But all they do is just give him the rock and get out the way. That's
he's
it.
versatile. I'll give you that. He's
He can
very
do it all.
versatile.
Yeah.
But I just don't. I don't think that. I refuse to. I refuse to think or to believe that when they are at full strength or somewhere close to full strength, like they are on the roads, that they're just an easy win. They're not. They lose a bunch of games at home because Durant is by himself, and everybody knows he's gonna get the ball. He's triple covered, and he has
Right.
to work very hard. But
Right.
with Kyrie there on the road, it is a much better basketball team.
Okay. I mean, I hope that's true. I hope they get it together. And this guy that you said ain't ready. It's great. How
I
long do it
hope.
take?
I
How
hope.
long? How long do it take to get ready, Corey?
I don't know, man. For you, I guess it's acceptable 3 to 4 weeks. I guess. I guess for you, that's an
No.
acceptable
So
answer.
so hey, so if I'm out of shape, Corey, how long do it take me to get in shape enough to play an NBA game?
For me or for
For
you?
just normal, just for a normal athlete. For Ben
Oh,
Simmons.
if we're coming off the couch, getting in shape,
Yeah,
about 2 weeks,
2 weeks. How
two
long has
three
it been
weeks.
since the trade?
What about 2 weeks?
Okay.
We'll see. If he come back after the Philly game, I tell you, I will go live and I'll be like, you know what? You was right. It was the Philly game. But
Well,
if I'm him, when I show up, that game is a big fucking circle, big one, and I'm
yeah,
tearing their ass up.
I would have wanted to play that game too.
Yes,
I would have wanted to play that game, which
yes.
is which is why I think he really tweaked his back.
Okay, I
But
hope
yeah,
so.
I just don't agree that tweaking his back means that he was out of shape. But that's just me. Before Slim get in here and cook himself, um, LeBron James went on his podcast, The Shop, and they was having a conversation about um, the scoring title or the scoring record that he might get next year. He might be able to pass Kareem uh, if he play again next year, right? And he was saying that you know it's he the way he thinks. I'm trying to paraphrase him, but basically what he said, I'm not known as a scorer, and I'm about to be number one in scoring all the time, and that's a
Is
it's
that
surreal. It's surreal to me. Then he said this,
an accolade?
sure, right? But somebody asked him, does it piss you off when people don't look at you as a scorer? And he said, yes, it does piss me off because no one thinks of me in the same light with Kevin Durant, Kobe, and Jordan, these great scorers. Um, do
Because
he
he's
have
not a great scorer.
okay? Explain it to the people that's listening that think that just because he gets number one, then he's automatically a great scorer. What makes him
Okay.
not a great scorer?
First of all, he has no mid-range shot.
Okay,
None.
okay,
He just developed this little BS3, but you saw how that worked for him tonight. Like that's not something he can consistently count on.
right.
his biggest weapon is that he will move to the point guard, right, where he is the bigger, stronger, faster dude, and he'll take that dude to the hole.
Right.
That's his game. So congratulations, you hit more layups than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did. Good job.
Mm.
Is that impressive? No. You got people like Curry sticking you, man. Come on.
So they don't make him a great scorer when
No.
you're comparing him to great scorers like Jordan, Durant, Kobe, those
Let's
guys.
say this. I got Jordan, Durant, Curry. Give me another great scorer. Just give me
Kyrie.
one. Kyrie. Give me another one. Give me one from the past. Larry Bird. Give me somebody else. Reggie Miller. Give me another one.
No, I'm not giving Reggie Miller a great score.
I'll give but I want Reggie Miller in this argument too. Give me another.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce. Give me another one. Just give me one more. I just need one more.
Great score. Olajuwon.
Keem Olajuwon, right? Okay. My game is on the line right now. Your life is on the line. Out of any of those people, are you choosing LeBron out of any of those people?
No.
Thank you. No further questions.
Anybody disagree?
Dude is not a scorer like that. He's not.
Well, I mean, just to play devil's advocate, he does average 27 for his career. Yeah. Does that make him a great scorer?
No. His biggest asset in his basketball game is that he has been bigger, stronger, faster than everybody. LeBron is not like when I think LeBron, I don't think lights out shooter. When I think LeBron, like, oh, game winning three. I don't ever think that about LeBron. What I think is that he gonna go to the hole and dunk on somebody. That's exactly what I think.
So he is the perimeter version of Shaq.
Yes.
And a great scorer like Kobe is the perimeter version of Hakeem.
He's the perimeter version of Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And Jordan is the perimeter version of Jordan. But all of those dudes do things spectacularly. He don't do nothing spectacular. He passes the ball.
And can score from every area on the floor.
Anywhere on the court.
At a high level.
Very high.
Okay. I agree with you. Is there anybody in the comment section that think LeBron should be mentioned in the conversation with great scorers like Michael, Kobe, and KD? Because if so, I'm interested to hear the argument why. Slim, what's up, big dog?
How many points he got for his career?
What he got over there? He over there.
All time or his average? All time.
Man, how many points LeBron got for his career?
Probably like 35.
I snuck in. I don't want to show the jersey I got on. I ride.
Oh no, you good. I think 35.
All time. All time.
About 35,000. He averaging like 27 a game. So you think just based on the numbers that makes him a great scorer without watching the game and see how he get his points?
And that ranked well.
Number 3 right now. Put it this way: number 1 and 2 is number 1 and 2 is Kareem and Karl Malone. Are they great scorers?
Yes.
You think Karl Malone a great scorer? And Kareem? I think Karl Malone's a great scorer.
I think Karl Malone was a great scorer.
Yeah, I mean because
if I could score one way and I'm number 3 all time on that list. Yeah.
So that would give you so hold on. So based on him being number 3 on the list, you could give him the title of great scorer. However, when someone asks you the greatest scorers you've seen in the NBA forever, LeBron James will not be one of the names that you think of. You're gonna think of the guys who can score all over the court, and don't matter who's guarding them, and all of those things. They don't need a screen to get Kawhi off of them. They try to get a mismatch and get Steph on them or something like that. Don't need none of that. It don't matter who it is. I got something for you.
Who would? Slim
over there. Slim over there nodding off. He got some lean over there. What? Slim, can you hear me? Yeah, but I'm with you. I don't necessarily put him in the same category
If you
with.
do less with more, you do less with more.
Okay,
Doing more with less, I mean.
doing more with less. Now define what more is. No, because I look, I'm analytical like that. I like to break down every word when people use these things. More is what? More than what? Or more than who? I think Slim got internet connection. What's up, X man? Yeah, so let's talk about the more with less, right? So everyone uses the more with less cliche with LeBron James. And I'm trying to figure out what the more is and what the less is. And what I
Hold
think.
on, I see what it is. I got a delay. Coming right back.
Okay. What's up, X man? He said this is the first live stream I made. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Hey, if you want to join X, we're talking about LeBron James right now being a great scorer. The link is I just shared it again. You can join. You can keep your camera off if you want to. But yeah, so I say this. More with less. I don't believe in that because what they're trying to tell us is that LeBron can take a team with no all-stars and what they consider are bad players, and he can take them far through the playoffs, right? And so it's funny because it's really funny because LeBron has only I talk about his first stint with Cleveland when he had Big Z and Mo Williams as his number 2 and number 3, right? And he took that team to the finals and got swept by the Spurs. After that, he got put out by Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. And then after that, he got put out by the Boston Celtics. And then after that, he said, all right, I'm going to Miami. So he's only taken one team that didn't have superior help to the finals, and he got swept, right? So put that in our pocket, right? The next team he did is when Kyrie Irving left Cleveland to go to Boston, and all he had was J.R. Smith and Kevin Love, and he got to the finals with that squad. And then Kevin Love got hurt, and he got whooped by Golden State when he only had Dellavedova and some other guys, right? So he didn't take Dellavedova to the finals. Him and Kevin Love and J.R. Smith went to the finals, but then Kevin Love got hurt, so everyone's going to say he took this lesser squad to the finals. So he did it twice. We'll say he did it twice.
One and a half.
He lost 1.5. Right. He lost both times in the finals. So I'm trying to figure out what the more is and what the less is, because I'm tired of hearing that cliche. He did more with less. X-Men, can you explain that?
So is the that's odd to me because I always thought the more with less thing would be more something they use for Jordan.
No, this is a LeBron thing I always hear. It's Bron language. He did
no,
more
but I'm saying that would sound like something that should be used for Jordan, not for LeBron. LeBron is doing less with more.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I wouldn't say that for no one more or less, because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Now like for MJ, he's always had help. He had Pippen. And every superstar needs a co-star who is either a superstar in talent, but not a superstar in personality. So they actually fit very well as a Robin, which what I think Pippen is. But everyone that wins have a guy. They have a Scottie Pippen.
But I would like to clarify that the thing. I think what separates MJ is that he didn't really have Pippen as Pippen from the jump. Pippen had to develop with MJ on the Bulls. The same way Cartwright and Paxton and Grant had to develop, because I think Paxton was like a bench player on the Spurs for like a couple years. Then it was a bench player on the Bulls. till he became a starter. And same with Cartwright, he was like a bench player on the Knicks and all that. Right. So and Pippen and Grant were bench players, and they developed into starters. So I'm like, MJ didn't have like when he didn't get the type of talent that like Magic or Bird was like. They came into a team that had a talented squad, but they needed better leadership, and that's where Magic and Bird came in. Magic and Bird were great leaders, right? MJ didn't have like a talented team from the jump. Like it took a while for them to start getting like players with potential, and then them living up to that potential. You know,
I agree with you 100%.
That's what I meant, like the whole more with less. I wouldn't use that, but I'm just saying like if a more with less argument would work, that one would go so more so for MJ because he didn't have the ability to just come into a great team or a franchise with a history of winning.
Yeah,
and he didn't have like the LeBron James situation where you can use your free agency to team up with 2 other franchise stars and trade away entire
totally
roster.
Different. It's so different what the path that Jordan went and the path that LeBron went. It's so different. And what you said is 100% spot on. However, if we was having this conversation with a LeBron fan, it would be a waste of time to try to explain that to them.
And no, it would be because like I said in it was one of them discussions we were having about LeBron. Like LeBronites are so one-sided that they don't want to see like what they want him to be something that he's not so bad.
Yeah.
Right? Because he is, and Slim started to say it before he cut off. He started to. He said, well, I would see him as a great scorer because he's number 3 on that list. Well, yeah, I would see him as a great scorer. And he's like, his biggest attribute has always been he's bigger, faster, and stronger than everybody. It's never been like, I know that LeBron is coming to this game. He got a way better shot than such and such. Or I know that he can isolate and post him up down low. It's never that. It's always he's going to catch the ball, get a full head of steam, lower his shoulder, and go to the hole and either A, get a dunk or a layup, or B, get fouled, and he still might make that dunk or layup because he's so much bigger than that.
Yeah.
What I like to say, because I actually have been in these big debates. I've been on these other basketball channels with LeBron fans, and I've also talked to Walls, and I think I've gotten better feedback from Walls. So talking to a LeBron fan isn't very productive. Eventually you sit there and you're like, you know what? Maybe I should just
hey, you got to see my video on Bron language, man.
You talk to a wall, you're gonna get better feedback from a wall.
You might.
All right, Slim. Hey, Slim, see if I can hear you now.
Is that Slim?
Yeah, he still got a delay. Oh, he can't hear me.
He might be on mute.
Oh yeah, he is on mute.
But you know what's funny is I think it's the double standards and the false analogies. That's a big one for LeBron. They're really big in false analogies.
Explain.
Like, I'll give you an example. So they when LeBron got swept in the finals in 2007 and got swept in the finals in 2018, and he's been on 2 of the most lopsided finals losses in NBA finals history and stuff like that. So people bring this up. They'll respond and say, well, did MJ get swept in the first round by the Celtics? Now, let me tell you the problem with this analogy. Almost every single year in an 82-game season, a first seed sweeps an 8th seed in the first round. So what happened there is not uncommon at all. It is very uncommon to get swept twice in a finals, and it makes even less sense because to make it to a
Slim good okay.
Yeah, to make it to a finals, you have to have usually 50, 60 wins. You had to go through 3 other rounds of the playoffs. So it's harder for you to make the argument that you didn't have help when you made it through 3 other rounds of the playoffs and had a 50, 60 win season.
Whenever somebody makes that argument, when I'm having a conversation, because that's a conversation with the younger people at work, right? Always a conversation with them. They're like, well, didn't Jordan get swept in the first round? I said, okay, cool. Name one player on that team with Jordan.
I wouldn't even do that because then you start acting like them and start bashing his teammates, which I don't like.
I'm
to
not
do.
bashing his teammates. I'm not, but just name one.
But that's what I'm saying.
I-
Just that's what I'm saying. You just got to stick to the whole point with the whole the first round thing. Bulls were
Right.
8th seed. The Celtics were a first seed. It's common for that
Right.
to happen in the first
but
every single year.
but you know what else is amazing about that as well is everyone like the teams that put the Bulls out in the first round ended up being the teams that either won the championship or played in the championship.
Mhm.
So
Right.
it's safe to say that everyone in that conference or everyone that played them in the playoffs lost to them because they was the champions. So
Right. And another
is it
thing,
also safe to say if I wouldn't have seen the champions in the first round, I would have got to the second round, or I would have kept advancing until I
Right.
saw the champions.
right,
So,
Right.
you know what I mean? So
And
that's one
plus,
thing.
and plus, people don't bring up in '89 when he lost to the Pistons. People be acting like that was like a bad loss. First of all, he overperformed in the playoffs that year because they were a 6-seeded team and they defeated a 3rd-seeded Cavs team in the first round. Then they defeated a 2nd-seed Knicks team in the second round. And the Pistons that year swept everybody in the playoff. They even swept the Lakers in the finals. They swept everybody except the Bulls. The Bulls took them to 6 games.
Yeah,
So they
it's crazy.
overperformed. So, like,
right. And that made my whole thing with the argument that I make with the whole name a person on the team is right is that you can name people that were LeBron's team. That's not my point. But what did LeBron do after that happened twice? He left and one got a really good team.
Yeah, that's what he did.
it's not even that. You know what Bron fans always conveniently gloss over? Bron was actually favored against the Magic in 09. And he was favored
Man,
against
Dwight.
the
Man, Dwight
And he-
embarrassed that man. Dwight
and
and
he-
Turkoglu embarrassed that man.
And even though he wasn't favored against the 08 Celtics, he was favored against the 2010 Celtics because by the 2010, Kevin Garnett was getting injured, and they was
Yeah.
way older than they were the year
Yeah.
before. So he was favored in those last 2 years he played the Cavs.
Yeah.
So it's so the idea about him not having enough help, they thought he was going to win. All the basketball analysts would expect him to win.
It was supposed to be him and Kobe in the finals.
Yes.
Let me say this. Ain't it very ironic and interesting that the more he plays, the more his fans lose leverage in the arguments they try to create. Like
Yes.
when they say that, oh, Mike lost in the first round, and then now LeBron can't get out the first round unless there's a bubble involved. Or, he went to the Lakers and missed the playoffs the first year, went to the bubble the second year, lost in the first round next year, and he might lose in the first round this year. So that whole Jordan loses in the first round thing is gonna be dead, right? Because they're not even gonna be able to bring it up no more. Also, they bring up Jordan's Wizards years of not making the playoffs with the Wizards, and here it is, LeBron's not making the playoff with the Lakers. They losing that little argument as well. So I just thought that was funny.
It's funny how they rewrite history, how quickly they rewrite history about LeBron's teammates. You see how they've been trying to downplay Kevin Love as if he wasn't like the top rebounder in the league, and he wasn't putting up 25-some points before he joined with LeBron. He won.
Not just K Love though. They downplay Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
They downplay AD. They downplay Wade. They downplay Bosh. They'd say Wade was washed up and his knees was done.
What?
They said Kyrie never won anything without LeBron, and he only won because LeBron was there. They said AD, same thing, never won anything without LeBron. He only won because LeBron teamed up with him.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Bosh and Kevin Love, they just get trash. Even J.R. Smith get trash.
And remember, when the season started, when he had AD and Westbrook, 2 other franchise stars on his team, they was talking about how the Lakers were going to dominate. And even Bron himself went on social media to talk about how people calling them old. I want to keep that same energy when we dominate. Here we are halfway through the season and they losing, and now all the Bron fans are saying he ain't got enough help.
Exactly.
How much more you need?
2 other franchise stars and trading away his entire roster is not enough. He needs help.
Yeah, he needed everything, man. And he just has no excuses, man. Michael Jordan had the oldest team in the league when he three-peated.
Yes,
they literally were the dudes with the button-up polyester shorts and tuck with their shirts
and injured.
came in and hooped your ass up.
And people don't remember there were so many injuries. Rodman had been injured 2 seasons before he even joined the Bulls. Then he got injured his first season on the Bulls. MJ ended up getting injured in the first round of '96. Then what's name Ron Harper got injured in the middle of the '96 finals. Then '97, Rodman get injured again. Kukoc get injured. Steve Kerr got injured. Like a bunch of injuries happened in '97. Then '98, Pippen missed half the season due to surgery. Like he was going. The whole team was going through injuries all throughout the second.
A lot of injuries. A lot of injuries, and Mike didn't look at the grass being green on the other side and say, "Hey, I can go to another squad and keep chasing rings and try to get chase Kareem." He said, "No, I want to run it back with this same old squad. Even though Pippen back just gave out against Utah in the finals, I still want to run it back with Pippen."
And MJ was actually prepared to do it again in '99. He was upset. Exactly. He was upset that they were trying to get rid of Phil Jackson. He was like, he thought the Spurs were gonna make it to the finals, and they did. Exactly. And he wanted to go against the Spurs. He was prepared for that.
That's a different grind. All right, so Slim, what's up? Can you hear me?
Man, yeah, I can hear you now. Y'all hear me on time?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm gonna go get some water.
All right. How y'all got?
What was you saying? What was you saying? You was capping.
That less with more. How y'all thought me of all people was talking about team?
No, explain less with more though, or more with less.
Skill set.
Okay, go ahead.
His skill set. He can't do none of the stuff that LeBron can't shoot.
Right.
Can't dribble that well. Could pass great.
He dribble okay.
No all around great game, but you third in scoring. Yo, you should get some shit for that. That's good to me.
Yeah.
I got one good game. I go downhill. I play bullet ball, and I'm third all time in scoring.
Yeah, I got a title for you. It's called a great athlete, and probably the greatest athlete we've seen.
But if I'm third in scoring,
what he uses to get his points don't make you a great scorer. It makes you a great athlete. Like
it also means he has great longevity.
Well, you know how you said you very it's part of being a good scorer. Got to be there a while.
So Slim, right? So Slim, in order to get in the top 1, 2, 3 of the all-time scoring list, you have to play at least 19 years, and that's what Kareem, Karl Malone, and even LeBron, Kobe's, I think number 4, he played 20 years, and Dirk played 20. The only person that's in the top 5 that didn't play 20 years is Michael Jordan.
And he retired at third.
How many people played?
And he retired at third. MJ is the exception.
Yeah, he only played 15 seasons, right?
AC Green played 20 years.
Come on,
AC Green's not on a level.
That's what I'm saying. It look like you giving it's easy for somebody to play 20 years and they're gonna be up there and scoring.
No, I didn't say it's easy. Wait. Listen to what I'm saying, and don't try to be a lawyer to win the case. Just listen to what I'm saying for the real truth, right? I get it. That's how people usually debate. They try to find any inconsistency in what you say and try to find one example where that's not the truth, and that makes the whole thing not true. Let's not do that, right? What I'm gonna explain myself what I'm saying one more time. If you're a good scorer, like LeBron is,
okay,
and you play 20 years, you got a shot at getting to that top spot. You have a shot. Playing 19 and 20 years is a long time for a good scorer. And if you a good scorer and you don't miss games and you play for 20 years, you're going to accumulate stats. So none of those guys that played 19 and 20 years impress me. What impressed me is MJ playing 15 and being number 5. That's impressive. What impressed me is MJ, if you take the turnover list that LeBron James is number 1 in, and then you go all the way down the list, and Michael Jordan's not even in the top 25. For a guy who had as much shots and had the ball as much as he did, he's not in the top 25 in turnovers. Like those things impress me. So if you're going to vouch for LeBron James having longevity and climbing up the all-time scoring list, and you're going to credit that to him being a great scorer, then I got to do the same thing for his turnovers and say he was a horrible ball protector. Are you going to say that?
But you wait.
No, just
You know how
no.
you.
Answer that question. Answer that question.
Well, you doing. Well, you doing me the same thing
What
you just said I would do.
what does the
Lawyering me.
turnover?
You trying to box
What?
me in the. You trying to box me in
Okay,
the ass.
okay. Well, before you go, just answer that question. What does the turnovers mean that he's number one, and what does that mean to you?
He had the ball a lot.
Okay,
Oh,
you see how quick you just glossed over that, but
I
you're not
didn't.
going to say okay. So I can say the same thing for every other stat on offense. He had the ball a lot,
But why
you
do I have
score
the
a
ball
lot.
a lot?
You score a lot when you have the ball a lot.
and when you shoot a lot,
And he's the
And
leader
I
of the
give
team.
him an example. Huh?
huh?
He's the leader of the team. So of course he has the ball a lot. Slim.
Yeah.
He's a victim of
I'm the
circumstance.
best player. I mean, I'm
Hey,
No,
going
we're
to
not
have.
saying he's a phenomenal player, right? He's probably the best player on the team. We're not
yeah.
arguing that.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm arguing that he has great longevity, but
That wasn't my.
there's a difference between longevity, like great longevity, and just like pure scoring. That like there's a difference.
Well,
The
that's
best
why I was going to
ability
play
is
on
what?
Bell Word.
That's all I was
I
saying.
just-
He is not saying he's
Okay.
not a bad. Not saying he's a bad scorer. He is a great scorer, by the way. But
I just heard Bell say he key on vocabulary. Y'all didn't say best all around score. That's the only reason why I'm saying it.
Okay,
fair enough.
okay.
I
Press
didn't say best all around score. You score.
Press
You
pause.
third in scoring list.
Slam.
You're a good scorer. You're third.
Slam.
That's all around score. Nah, he's not even close.
He's a great
scores
consistent
really one
scorer.
or two ways.
Slam.
Could we say he's a great consistent scorer? Does that
He's a
make
good.
does
He's
that
a
help it?
great scorer. He's not a great all around scorer.
I'm gonna
Slam.
just say good. I'm gonna just say good. I'm not giving him great when it comes to score. Go
He's
ahead,
he's a good consistent scorer.
Yeah, or good. I'm going to say good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because
consistent.
I guarantee you, if Melo or Big Dog Glenn Robinson or Glenn Rice, well, I ain't even gonna say Glenn Rice. If Big Dog Glenn Robinson played 20 years and he played on teams that said, "Hey man, we just gonna give you the ball, put four guys around the 3-point line, run high screen and roll, and you can take any shot you want." I'm telling you, Big Dog Glenn Robinson would be in the top five.
Why he didn't? But why he didn't? Because he wasn't as good as LeBron is at doing that one skill set.
He didn't play as long.
I agree. I agree with you. He's not as good as LeBron. I'm just saying, LeBron plays. It's only like a handful of guys that play the style of offense that LeBron played, and that's LeBron, Luka, James Harden, and Westbrook did in the OKC.
And Westbrook too.
Who?
He brought up Westbrook just because.
Yeah, Giannis do it to a certain extent, but Giannis gets out of the way so Middleton can because Giannis lacks.
That's true.
He lacks a lot. He lacks a lot of offense. So Giannis, when they really need a bucket, and Giannis can't bully his way to the rim, he'll let Middleton cook, and do it. And then also Giannis would go in the post, and he got a better post, better chance of scoring in the post.
So what you're saying is Giannis is what LeBron is supposed to be.
I'm not gonna say that yet. Hold on, let me just finish my point. So what I'm saying is, when you're in an offense that says we're going to give you the ball, you're going to be the primary scorer. You're also going to be the point guard and the primary distributor, which means every shot that goes up is either coming off of your assist or coming out of your hands. That's just a bad formula for winning. However, you're going to accumulate a lot of stats.
The reason that guys play like that is because of LeBron, though.
Right. And LeBron plays like that because of a lack of other offensive ability. He can't come like Glenn Robinson can come off the ball and let Sam Cassell and Ray Allen handle it, and he can catch and shoot, or he can.
Those dudes can catch and shoot. Thank you. LeBron can't.
Yeah, you thought Allen Iverson was a great scorer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
First of all, he did what he did at 6 foot, 165 pounds.
Okay.
He was a great jump shooter and a great slasher.
He can shoot too.
He was a great. Who said he was a great jump shooter?
He was a great jump shooter.
What do you mean?
he jumped high when he shot. Allen Iverson was a great jump shooter.
Great jump shooter, as in like he put the ball in the hoop. That jump shooter.
Yes.
What was his shooting percentage? I saw a lot of games Iverson went 11 for 30, And if I feel like you take as many shots and as points you score, that's not
a lot of
good.
games where Kobe went 11 for 30.
Mm-hmm.
We
Hey,
did.
the Kobe ain't in the discussion. We saw him score 81.
Shooters are off. Shooters can be
Yeah,
off.
and I'm with that mantra.
I didn't say he was an efficient scorer. I just say he was a good scorer. He was a great scorer.
He was a great scorer.
And he had multiple scoring titles.
Yeah.
And he outscored.
Did he have multiple ways of scoring? In your mind that classify him up there with he went to the goal. He went to the goal. He was a great jump shooter.
Yes.
Well,
I would say great jump. He wasn't like a top jump shooter. Like
he was an efficient jump shooter.
He was LeBron under the rim.
Good. He was good. He was Kyrie under the rim. Rod Strickland under the rim. He was a great finisher as a point guard.
Chris Jackson was better than that under the rim than Iverson. Iverson could not shoot the ball great.
Because great would be Ray Allen. So no, he didn't shoot great. He shot good.
So we say Iverson played knives. LeBron played bullet ball, so that's why you don't put him up there as one of your best scorers.
No,
he's
because
really good at bullying little people. Yeah,
I just don't put him there because he don't have enough like records or scoring titles or like to call him great, like scoring accomplishments to call him great.
Put it this way. Tell me if this makes sense. If you take away all the great scorers out of the league and they didn't exist, then LeBron would be the measuring stick and he would be great. Just take all the great ones. Take Kobe, KD, Michael. Take all those scores and poof, they don't exist anymore. Then LeBron would be a great scorer because he would be the standard. The reason why he's not a great scorer is because the bar was set so high by guys like MJ, KD, and Kobe. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
He don't reach that bar. Right. He don't reach that bar. The bar is high.
And even Shaq played Shaq played bully ball, but he also led the entire league in field goal percentage. So he got something to justify him playing bully ball. He was leading the entire league in field goal percentage, like every year.
Yeah.
So
Shaq also
bully ball was extremely. So
hey, look, X. I'm giving her as a center. I'm giving Hakeem great score. I'm giving Shaq dominant, but not a great scorer.
Right, fair enough.
Because he's physically dominant. Like you can dominate in multiple ways. Kobe,
so y'all take credit away for that.
No. It's not taking credit, it's properly labeling it. Kobe dominated with skill, a high level skill and high level shooting. LeBron dominates physically. It's a difference.
Yes.
But why we look at one more than the other is what I'm asking, I guess.
Because one is a more high degree of difficulty, and one is mastery level, and the other one is elementary level. Because the first thing we learn how to do is out muscle, out hustle, and out quick our opponent. We learn that on the playground. If I'm on the court right now with 5 fat dudes, and I'm 12 and I'm in shape and I can dribble and I'm coordinated and I can get a layup, I'm gonna score 30 on them every single time.
If I make everybody look like 5 fat dudes, I should get credit for that.
Listen, I can out quick whoever I'm playing. However,
my fault.
if you take that same kid that was out quicking the fat dudes and you put 5 kids that's on him equal to his speed, he would have to show a skill level and something else to get his points.
But no one's equal to my speed and my power and my strength all in one. So
that's my point.
I can't knock that.
Exactly. So the only reason why he's getting his points is because he's the alpha. He's the top of the food chain when it comes to physicality. Like Shaq was top of the food chain. If there was 10 Shaqs in the league, how was Shaq going to dominate if Shaq was guarding Shaq?
Man, so let me explain.
He would be Tim Duncan who went to power forward, right?
Shaq did have good footwork and handles. Just to clarify.
Let me explain it like this: as soon as people caught up to Shaq and he got more competition underneath the rim, right? Slow down a step, whatever, right? Shaq never had anything else to fall back on. He couldn't step back and hit a mid-range shot. He couldn't do anything, right?
Career was over.
With LeBron, as soon as people start stopping LeBron from going to the hole, he kind of developed this little 3-point shot that he has now, sort of, but it's nothing he can fall back on.
Right.
Nothing. Soon as Jordan stopped being able to take you to the hole, he developed the fadeaway. Soon as he did, then he developed the three later on in his career. I mean, his game evolved. LeBron's game has never evolved. It's the same shit.
MJ learned the fadeaway even before he declined.
Yeah, it was before. I used to think that same thing. I used to think that he developed it after his first retirement until I started looking back at all the old games.
You can go back and see he was trying to develop his jump shot as early as college because he was trying to.
He was doing it at UNC, exactly.
UNC. He was trying to impress his coach, right? And then it just got better over time. Yeah,
right.
So let me get this straight, Mel. So we a champion, and if nobody stopped me in something, and I'm successful at it, why would I change it? If it's still year 18, it's year 19 though.
Okay, but still, he's in year 19, but he still has no jump shot.
I know a lot of people that have jump shots that's out by year 9.
That's fine. This is what I say to every LeBron fan that brings that point up. LeBron is up in all of these numbers and everything because of his availability, because he's been around for so long. That's the only reason.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
I know you're not saying, but I'm just saying for LeBron fans. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Slim. I'm gonna try one more stab at this. I like analogies. Come
on now.
You ever watched a puncher in boxing and a technician in boxing? Which one would you say was the better boxer? Deontay Wilder or Floyd?
Oh, Tyson Fury.
Who's the better boxer?
That's unfair.
No,
right.
It's not.
So LeBron is the equivalent to a puncher.
But nobody knocked him out until
he called a boxer.
Right, but we're not giving him the title of the better boxer.
That's not true.
He's a fighter. He's a puncher.
Didn't he get like taken down in 2011?
Yeah,
when he struggled with Jason Terry in 2011.
Who?
Nah, they're
LeBron.
Oh, LeBron, yeah.
Yeah, he was saying they took him out, but they did take him out. And then in 2014, in the last 3 games, they put Kyrie Leonard on him.
Trust me, bro.
He gets taken out a lot.
Any other night, I'm with the LeBron slander, but I can't take away the dude being third on an all-time scoring list, and we're gonna sit there and say he's not a good scorer, but he's third. I don't care how long you play it, though. You're third.
You're third because he's been in the league for 20 years. He better be third.
Slim. Slim. How long did Michael Jordan play? 15 years, right?
Yeah.
At year 15, how many points have LeBron had scored?
Dude, I could give you one bet. I would take Jordan with the Wizards over LeBron right now. I would take the Wizards, Jordan, because he still was scoring in multiple ways. Didn't have none of that. He was a better scorer at 38
defense
than LeBron is at 30.
And he played defense.
Yeah, I would take him, but I can't knock that. Every time I cut on the TV, LeBron is up here, head above heels, athleticism over people, bro. I can't knock that. So
yeah, but they don't make you a scorer. That make you super athletic.
That should make you want to stop me. Find somebody that could, and you got Giannis. All right, how many times I'm gonna play against Giannis? It took Kawhi. All right, the list will grow by more years, but I'm in year 21, dog. My son's about to be here.
This is a tough nut to crack right here. Because I think we're looking at it different. I think we're looking at it different. What you're saying is by where he's placed at on the all-time list, you can't discredit him from being a great scorer. And what I'm saying is take the list away and watch the game. And to me, a scorer is someone who mastered scoring. And if you mastered scoring, that means you mastered either most of all ways that you can score. Now, you're a basketball player, Slim, so I'm gonna ask you.
That's why I say all around score.
No, not all around. I'm talking about a master scorer. Like have you ever seen a master? Hey, Corey, have you ever seen a master hymnsman?
Yeah.
Right. That's your job, right?
Yeah.
Him. Okay. What's the difference between an apprentice and a master?
A whole lot. I mean, you driving in pressure filled situations, like
Right.
when things are narrow channels, all kinds of different things like that. Like you're the one that's driving.
Right. And how many different areas do you have to master to before you can be
all of them?
Right. So it's multiple, like maybe 10 or more, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Slim, how many ways is it that you can score? Free throw is one of them, right? Free throw is a way you can score. What's another one? 3. Right. What's another one?
Right.
Mid range. What's another one? Fast break, post, off the ball, catch and shoot. Right.
Quarter awareness.
Finishing.
Look, dribbling and stopping on the dime and pulling up on somebody. Like you got so many different ways you can score. How many of them did LeBron master? Not show proficiency, master.
Okay, that same analogy you just used.
He ain't gonna answer.
I don't know that you say that's military talk. I don't. But if I'm making more than you and you can do 5 jobs well and I can do 1, get out of here. I'm gonna do that in 1. I'm master because I'm doing 1 job. You doing 5.
Okay, so you have to master something though.
But he's not making. But he's not making. Who is he making more than though?
Apprentice will never make more than the master hammer. No, not if you're
he ain't got more rings than Jordan. He ain't got more rings than Kobe.
He's not making more. He wasn't making
Kareem. None of them.
He ain't got more scoring than Jordan. So how was he making more than him?
You gotta tell me something. You gotta make this make sense.
I went to his analogy to say, yo, if I could do a job really, 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 really well, just 1 job, you got to do all 5 just to be noticed. I'm saying, hey. I gotta give credit to that dude.
Slim, what I'm saying is that all of these dudes could do the job that he does just as good as he can, but they could do other things too.
Facts. That's what a master is.
Yeah,
that's what a master is.
If I don't have to do that, y'all know I only can't
let me come at you another way, Slim. Let me come at you another way because he gonna try to. I'm gonna try one more time, X. Then I'm gonna let you and Corey get him right. I'm gonna try one more time, right?
I mean, do we need to harbor on that topic specifically? Any other topics?
I got a doozy for y'all that just came out of Dallas, maybe 30 minutes ago. There's some wild
shoot! All right, so you talking about football?
Yeah, it's not necessarily about football, but it has a lot to do with the Dallas Cowboys, like a whole lot.
The court.
The girl that said she was the daughter. Hold on, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it right now.
So Slim. Let's go back to mastery, right? Bruce Lee was a master martial artist, right? So you gotta master board breaking, ice breaking. You gotta do all this stuff to get your black belt. Like it's so many different things you have to not show proficiency in, but master, right? So go back to scoring. You have to master every area of scoring to be the scorer that we're talking about that is great. And I can just point to one thing that he didn't master in the whole conversation. Did LeBron master free throws?
So what?
Yes or no?
Still third,
no, answer the question. Did he master free throws? No.
Can I use an analogy?
The guys that I'm talking about that are great scorers mastered every way you can score. The post, the mid-range, the free throw, the three-pointer, the fast break, the off the ball, the dribble pull up, the catch and shoot. They mastered it.
Can I use one analogy?
Go ahead.
Military again. Y'all ever seen Independence Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That drunk son of a bastard, that thing was a master. And that drunk dude did what? Took that thing, come and get it and killed everything. Who's the master? The one with the one skill set? All this.
X,
I rest my case.
X, get him. Go ahead, X. I'm done. X, did you understand my analogy?
I understood your analogy. I was just wondering. I guess it don't look like we're going to agree on that topic at this point. Look like we all on the same.
No, we're not.
I actually I really just come over here to antagonize them.
Yeah.
I actually agree.
No. You came on here, but no, you came on here because you owe me You gotta
I
come
got
on
my
here
Westbrook
and
jersey on too. With all
okay,
my
eat your
California
words.
stuff behind me.
Do you remember what you said?
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
No.
You got a Westbrook jersey?
Okay, I guess I just have to pull it up, Slim. You gonna make me pull it up, Slim?
That wasn't me.
Slim.
That wasn't me, bro. That wasn't me.
I'm gonna play it. Let me know because my Wi-Fi be acting up. So if this thing is choppy, I won't play it, and you live to see another day.
What is this?
Me telling you what was gonna happen when Westbrook got the Lakers, and you trying to tell me it wasn't gonna happen.
That wasn't me. I guarantee. I guarantee that wasn't.
Okay.
That's why you can't find that clip.
I saw that Westbrook stuff coming a mile away. I was telling people that in advance.
Mm-hmm. What was your thoughts from the sign? Okay, tell me what your thoughts was, X.
I told them from the jump. I said Westbrook first of all, Westbrook, he's not an efficient scorer. He scores inefficiently. He turns the ball over a lot. He's not a great jump shooter, and he's not a great defender. And similar to LeBron, he plays in his own system. So how are you going to put two people who play in their own system and don't know how to share the ball on the same team and expect results?
What did I say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, X, did you play ball? It sounded like you did.
Actually, I did in high school once. We won a chip.
See?
I was a role player. I wasn't a leader.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question, X.
Mm-hmm.
The best player who played in college, was you
I was in high school.
better all-around player than him? Or you didn't play at all?
High school. I wasn't in college. He's breaking up.
Anybody went to college on your team?
I don't know. I was on another team in my junior year.
What's your point, Slim?
That says a lot to me. He said it.
Somebody just asked me what's
Hey, 1 year.
I told people I was just a role player. I wasn't a leader of the team. I just they put me on the team because I have such an I have an invested interest in knowledge on just about anything I get in. So I had an invested interest in learning as much as I could. And the coach liked that. So they and they liked the idea that I understood the team concept. So that's why I was on the team.
Right. Hey, look, I'm gonna push play on this, but usually when I try to play videos from YouTube, my Wi-Fi just be choppy. So if it's choppy and y'all can't hear it or is lagging or something, just let me know and then I'll stop it. Look at all the people they signed. They could have done without that $44 million cap hit with Westbrook. Like
they might have been better with Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah. If Kendrick Nunn was that starting point guard, that's better than Schroeder and Westbrook, in my opinion. I mean, because what are you asking Westbrook to do? You're not asking him to run around and get 10 rebounds no more because you got Dwight and AD and LeBron. What I need my point guard running down trying to snatch rebounds from people. And I already got LeBron doing this assist thing. So I mean, what is it for what other role he got on offense?
Star power.
That's it. And he ain't gonna stop. He can't stop a nosebleed on defense. So
he don't guard no more.
Which one of y'all just said, "Hey, if they got a team full of rebounders and no shooters, what are the rebounders gonna do?"
I said that.
Won't they rebound, miss shots?
Hey Slim. No. Slim. No, Slim. Listen to what I'm saying.
Rebounds will count too.
Slim, listen to what I'm saying.
No.
If you are a point guard and your superpower is getting rebounds, and I'm a 7-footer and my superpower is getting rebounds, do you really think you coming down there to get some?
I see Tracy McGrady to jump over a 7'7" dude head.
Yes or no?
It's breaking up now.
Oh, okay.
Just share because you didn't jog his memory. Now he remember the conversation.
Nah, I went to rehab after that. I had a little, mental health issues, I guess. Nah, I still believe in it.
Could we find people who? Could we find everybody who thinks LeBron James is the GOAT and put them in rehab? I think that will help.
I mean, I'll help you hurt them in. I'll help you hurt them in.
They ain't hard to hurt him. They are hard to hurt him.
I can't.
I don't mind. I don't mind the LeBron fans that think you're the GOAT when they young kids and they never seen the GOAT play, right? But I got an issue with the people that's on TV.
I gotta give dudes credit, man.
Right. I got.
That's not even an excuse. That's not really even an excuse, though, brother. I've never actually seen MJ play. I just got common sense. I know you 1 + 1. You look at the accomplishments, you look at the accolades, you watch the fucking film, and then you say 1 + 1 equals 2.
But the real talk, if you ask me who better, I'll never say LeBron James better than Michael Jordan. But when you say scoring and somebody is third on the list, I don't care how he got that. He's third. They were masters. That's 19th, 20th, 21st, all the way up. I can't knock what I'm looking at on the stat sheet is he's third. We might not like looking at it. It's ugly as hell. He should be first. But he's third. And I gotta give credit. I don't like LeBron with the next man either, but you third, bro. That's a no. We don't give credit for that.
I guess you get some credit for it, but like I said, the bar is set high. The bar is set high. Do you know if MJ played 20 years? If MJ played 20 years, if MJ played 20 years, that record wouldn't be touched by anyone.
Right.
It really wouldn't. You know what MJ did in 15 years, it took LeBron. Well, I wouldn't even say 15 years because MJ missed 2 whole seasons. Yeah, when he broke his foot his second year, he missed every game except 16 games, right? And then when he came back out of retirement, he only played 17 games that year. So he really only played 13 years. And in 13 years,
he was injured on his first year on the Wizards too. Well,
no, he played 60 games that year though. That's 60. I'm not gonna count that. He played 60 games that year. So hold on. What MJ did in 13 years of work, it took LeBron 16 years to pass him. Imagine that. Remember,
answer me this question.
Yeah.
Your highest level college, right?
No. I almost
ball not physical.
Go ahead.
All right, so you played in jail ball. If you did, and it's not physical. That's physical, right? We're not gonna give credit. We're not gonna give that credit for that physicality.
Yeah.
For 16 years, that ain't just we looking at that hurt.
Nobody's taking.
Why we can't give credit to that?
Nobody's.
If we're gonna take away.
Nobody's taking any credit from it.
I bring it back by saying, that's 20 years getting beat up, bro. That's 20 years getting beat up.
I don't think anybody's taking credit from him, though, Slim. I don't. I just don't think he's a great scorer. I don't care where he is on the list.
Hey, tell Mel pull up that clip. He said he'll never fit there again, and what he did the next night.
And they said it was a good score, so it's not like we were saying he went not like we saying he garbage. We said it was a good score. Good, call somebody good shouldn't be. It's not insult.
That's what I trip out on.
That's not an insult at all.
Either like LeBron fans, right? Either he's the greatest or he's trash. There's never in between, right?
I'm the in between. I'm the in between.
I'm the in between
because I'm not a LeBron fan.
I think he's good at what he does. I'd even say he's great at what he does.
Score.
Hey, this what happened. This what happened when you get on.
Great facilitator.
Man.
Look, Corey. This what happened when you get on the Lakers. We had a plan to get on here to talk playoffs, MVP, and then talk about these NFL trades and what happened with Russell and Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna talk about that and then end it. Here it is, 2.5 hours later. We ain't touched the football. I don't think we're gonna get a chance to get to it.
On top of my favorite, Ben Simmons.
Let's touch this Jerry Jones situation right now.
Those. Right.
Okay.
So, a report came out today, and I guess it has been confirmed now that a 25-year-old woman in D.C. who happens to be a congressional aide at the White House is suing Jerry Jones for an undisclosed amount of money because she was abandoned and shunned and forced to live in secrecy because Jerry Jones is her father.
Okay, so this woman want us to believe that 25 years ago, Jerry Jones was healthy enough to get that thing up.
It was right after the Super Bowls, yes. So there are books, right? There's a book written called "The Boys Will Be Boys," where the Cowboys had this little house over to the side, and they couldn't go in the house if Jerry had his women in the house.
Jerry Jones been dead for a long time. He ain't getting nobody pregnant.
Oh, well, I don't know. He paid this woman $375,000 back in 1996, which was a lot of money.
Go away. Could go away.
Go away. But the deal was for her to go away. Never had a deal with the daughter to go away. So she has lawyers and stuff now, right?
Bro, this is so ridiculous. Look, you know what this is? This is a remix of Deshaun Watson, Bill Cosby, whatever you want to name it, except they're not using the R word. They're using something else. This is so stupid, man. Like seriously, man. This is freaking ridiculous. Really, you can't. I know you can sue somebody for anything in this country.
Yes.
But come on, man. We got to be for real. Like your mom gave the cheeks up. Thought she won. She actually did win because she got $375,000 out of it.
And two trust funds. This girl has 2 trust funds as well.
Oh, this girl needs to go sit down somewhere. She just want more money.
She's about to get it.
She's not about to get no money.
She about to get it. She gonna be part on the Dallas Cowboys.
She gonna get them Cowboy tickets, just like everybody else, and that's it.
Remember that white girl like a decade ago tried to say that Bill Cosby was her father? Then the DNA proved she was lying.
I do remember that. I do remember that. Yes.
So
Bill Cosby done had almost every scandal known to man. Every trick that they've used on rich people, they've used on Bill Cosby. They killed this son.
Yes.
Right. Yep. They had a female say, "I'm your daughter."
Mm-hmm. Right.
And he's had 50 people say he R-worded them.
True.
And they had black actors, black people come out.
They hired the same lawyer that represented the women in the Marv Albert case. You can't make this stuff up, bro.
and then they had to sit here and flat out violate his due process times 10 just to get him a conviction. A conviction to date them. And the guy who was on the court case, he ran when he was running his campaign. He said he would get Cosby in jail to get in office. So when he get in office, so clearly it's a conflict of interest now. He went out of his way to make that happen.
Facts.
True.
So crazy, man. And now as a result, they're so mad that he got a fair shake of it, and they threw his case out. They out there making documentaries after documentaries, trying to get the word out and to see if it could work as well as the R. Kelly documentary worked, and it ain't catching no sting.
And it's also the fact that like the way they used to be like secretive or subtle about it. Down there, so like it's so in your face. Like there was like I remember like literally when the Snoop Dogg, he just recently bought Death Row Records, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the moment he bought it, a woman, the exact 24 hours or something later, a woman called and claimed she was assaulted.
Facts.
Like what? And a lot of these allegations against black men, it was coming out in February, and right during Black History Month.
Me too.
It's almost like a mob shakedown, right? It's like like the way the mob used to work in the 70s and 80s or whatnot. Let's say I had a nightclub, Corey, me and you own a nightclub, right?
Right.
It wouldn't even be the mob. It'd actually be the police. I call them the mob sometimes. So
all the
actual police, the actual police will come in your establishment and pretty much say, "Hey man, you owe me rent, and in return for you paying us, we not go bust y'all because we know what's going on in here. So you paying me, right? And I'm not busting you, and I'm telling you, hey, look, man, I call you ahead of time if we are about to bust you, so you can get everything in order, right? You know, so that's how they do things. So we always know where to find. We always know where to find the stuff. We know what's going on. So whenever we really wanted to bust you, we can. It's almost what they're doing with rich people, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, look, man. Once you get to a certain status, we live in a certain lifestyle where we know where all the dirt is at. We know what you're doing because we doing it, right?
Right.
But the fact that we know that means also whenever we feel like we want to do something with that information, we can. Hey, look, man, we know you messing with these girls, and we can get one of them to bring charges on you at any time. Like we all living a crazy life out there, and that's what it seems like they're doing.
And even then, the women who accused Cosby of most of them kept showing that they continue to go back and have relations with him. Now, if somebody did what you claim he did to you, why would you be consistently going back to his house to have relationships with him and keeping in contact with him on a daily basis? Well, usually when somebody do something, when you either be trying to go to the police or get far away from that guy, since you so-called scared of him, and that's my favorite one. People like I didn't want to go to the police because I didn't think I'd be believed. So you didn't think you'd be believed when the actual situation happened, but now you think 50 some years later after the event that makes you more credible.
Mel, why you didn't have topics like this when I was ignorant and wanted to get in trouble? Now I got to be savvy about this. You can't tell women how to feel and when they should and shouldn't do something.
Okay. So
you
you scared to speak now?
You scared to speak now? Right. I'm scared as hell.
Oh,
Google blocked me for a while. They shadow banned me for saying, "Yo, Tory Lanez didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion."
Who did?
Google.
Oh, okay.
He sent me an email saying, "Yo, don't ever write that in all caps." And I said, "Tory shot the stallion. Tory shot the sheriff, but he did not shoot the stallion." Website disappeared for 2 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
So I'm not saying nothing bad, but
I get it. I feel you.
I guess we get on the topic. I don't want to message y'all channel like
that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because you can't. Yeah,
but anyway,
you make sure you don't say the R word.
So Jerry, right? Jerry has no comment.
Mm-hmm.
He has no comment. He did the other day. He didn't want to talk to the media, which that is a first. That dude always talks to the media. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to talk to the media because he said he didn't feel good.
What up, Mo?
He didn't feel good. So
I mean, I don't think it's nothing he need to say.
No.
Ain't nothing he need to say, man. I mean,
just pay this lady and carry on about his business, or what?
It depends if he just wanted to go away. Like, you know, sometimes people get tired of paying you. All it is a shakedown. Hey, look, we need more money. That $375,000 didn't stretch. That's all it is. We need more money.
Do have
and they probably already asked for it before they went to the lawyers. And
I do have a question.
Yeah,
it's not the mom asking for it though; it's the daughter.
Well, that's what I want to say. Who thought of that?
Want to know why? Because mama said, "Look, that money. That was my money. You go get your own money."
What about the trust funds though?
It wasn't enough.
You know they fat. You know the trust funds.
It wasn't enough. Look. Let me show you how greed works. Let me show you how greed works. Right, Corey, you get $1 million. And then you give me 100,000, right? I might be cool with that, right? Until I see you build that new stadium,
right? And make that 900,000 back.
Hey, man,
I'm looking at Jerry's world, and I'm like, oh man, this dude really balling, man. Like, you gotta give me more than that, big dog.
I always wanted to ask that. If you sent me to the store to get a lotto ticket and I won, how much money do I owe? If I won 20 million, you gave me $2 to get the ticket.
I pick the numbers.
No, I tell you, I use my $2 to get the ticket. But you asked me to go to. I said I'm going to the store and get something to smoke. Hey man, pick me up a lottery ticket.
Oh, I give you the I give you. I probably give you the $2 back with a little interest.
Smart man. I use my $2. You hit 20, you get your $2 back. There you go.
Now the easy answer is if I ever get 20 mil, it's a lot of people that's not family, that's close to me that's probably gonna get broke off. So if you make that store run for me, you know, even if you didn't buy the ticket, I'm gonna do something for you.
Really?
Yeah, that's just how I am.
Yeah, you
like if I know you and you making a store run, that mean we got some close proximity. We probably hanging out a lot. We real cool. Yeah,
So.
Slim. If I was living in your city and me and you was hanging every day, and we became real tight. I mean, I like our friendship now, but if we spent a lot of time together and we started getting real tight, then you'd be like family to me. So yeah, I would break you off with something. It wouldn't be just straight cash. It would be like, hey man, what is it that you always been wanting to do? And I'll be a solid partner with you on it. You know, it got to be something that makes sense and some money.
Nah, I think you just give me a game ticket. 49ers game. We good. I don't think you owe me anything. Yeah,
Slim,
like this.
Slim, I'm gonna tell you this now. If you went to the store and bought me that $2 lottery ticket and I hit on
my $2 or your $2?
But let's even if I gave
my $2.
If you gave me the $2 and I won off that $2, Slim, you at least getting a car or something out of it for sure.
I wouldn't even take it. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't even that's not.
Yeah, you'll take it. You'll take it.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna be
tell y'all one thing.
What call you? What would you want? You'd be like, man, I love that new Tesla. Bet it's coming.
Bet I like that. I keep that in mind, Corey. But look, this thing right here I'm drinking.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like blood. I've been drinking this for 2 weeks. I haven't been able to finish it, but I'm not about to waste my money. But I'm seriously, it tastes exactly like blood, man. I tasted blood before. This is it.
Where you got that from the exchange?
You could have been verified in Brooklyn. So. Who was his assistant?
It's Life Light Electrolyte beverage. Yeah,
I've seen those at the exchange.
Bro, it tastes like blood, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not good.
Is it good for you?
I mean, it replaces electrolytes. I didn't work out today, so I don't even know why I even mess with it.
You got them ready for tomorrow. You got some extra electrolytes ready for tomorrow.
Okay, we're good. See, that'll work.
You good to go.
Or tonight.
Boy, oh no, you're not. You still don't get none, man.
All right, man. Where we at, man? We about to close this thing out, man. We got some people watching, but they won't join. Why y'all scared to join?
My bad.
Slim, you saw him. You can get them?
Yeah. I actually had. I'm gonna piss you off in a second because I overslept when I won the raffle for. But I overslept. But yeah, it had just restocked about a second ago. That's why I was didn't know I was on. I was trying to catch it. But yeah, that's gonna be easy. That's gonna be easy.
Them answers you gave me. I seen Iverson at the airport out here at San Diego, and I had them answers on, and his security guard started chasing me. So I don't know if they was trying to take the shoes off my feet because they was fake or what. I don't know.
I think if they were fake, I think they would have let you just. What we gonna chase them from? They'll let them. They chased them because they were so real. They thought that was the ones he cross jawing up in.
Maybe they were trying to get me a seat. No, I'm just
the ones I cross Jordan over in.
Wait a minute. I bet your eyes are worth 10.5 too.
Nah, but these Jordans you sent me was these. Hey, I got them on right now, big dog. These things cold.
Which one that was? We could get these now, bro. I know you ready for these, yeah.
Oh yes, Lord.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for them. What size?
Them the win like 96. Any size you want.
Oh, you got 9.5.
Them all red ones and them cool grades. Yep.
Sent request. You still got my cash out, right?
I do business proper way. I send you the link. You check out on that. You got to pay taxes and all.
Oh, is that you got to? Is that how you can you pay your taxes with the LLC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I ain't been back to work since. Boy.
So the cash out is like a under the table thing, and you can't claim it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they tax that. Right. Now. Don't get over 600.
I thought it was 600 for one purchase.
Overall.
Oh, it's 600 for the whole year? Nah, man.
Oh, yeah. Way. That's why a lot of people in this community have been switching to just sell, and they're going to catch up with that soon. Freaking pay Venmo, getting on all that. But they ain't going to hit you unless you kill it.
Yeah.
You know
right.
Yeah. Well, I think we done.
I got you.
We're gonna have to do the football another time, Corey. Man, this always happens, yo.
Anytime we get on Brownites and the Lakers, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, and what took long is because you hard at hearing and hard at listening on the Ben Simmons thing.
Definitely
Look, hold on. I'm gonna ask X. X, was you here for the Ben Simmons convo?
No, I had literally just got here around the time I joined.
Okay, so I'm going back and forth with Lamar in the comment section, and Lamar scared to show his face on here because he know he go get his face cooked off, Chinese style, right? So because I just got finished cooking Corey, but the whole thing is right.
Did not.
Yeah, you got cooked.
Definitely not.
Meat falling off the bone.
I never get cooked.
And the thing I like about Corey when you cook him is he like those ballpark franks, man. He plump up when you cook him. But,
definitely not.
So this is what he said.
Ew.
He said Ben Simmons is unprofessional because he wasn't ready to play when he showed up to Brooklyn. What's your thoughts?
I haven't watched Ben Simmons when in Brooklyn, so I can't even give you that.
Well, he hasn't played yet, and they're saying that he was unprofessional because he wasn't ready to play. And my thing was he's not playing because he tweaked his back at practice. That's what the report says. Right. But they're saying no, he's out of shape and not ready to play, and that's unprofessional. What data point do you have to say he's out of shape and not ready to play? They couldn't answer the question.
Yes, I did.
Exactly. Imagination. They couldn't answer the question. They couldn't answer the question. They could. Look. His
absolutely did answer that question.
His data point to support that Ben Simmons was out of shape was Luka was out of shape. That was his explanation.
My data point for that was your media report. Remember, that's what you said, not me. I used what you said against you because what you said was asinine.
No, what you did is cook.
That's exactly what I did. What you said was ridiculous. And then you backtracked on what you said. It was like, you guys that listen to the media and everything the media says, right? But then you got that report from who? Oh no, that came from the medical department of the Brooklyn Nets. Get your ass out of here.
Stop cooking
yourself. You cooking yourself again. Don't do it.
You cooking yourself.
Don't do it.
But
don't
that boiling hot water.
Argument. Don't do it.
In that boiling hot water.
Don't do it to yourself.
Hey, he come to get it cooked.
Don't do it.
It's duck season. Here he comes.
What's up? What's up?
Oh, he coming in. No.
I didn't heard you, nigga. I didn't heard you. What's up?
Here he comes getting cooked. Here he comes getting cooked. Now that I got you face to face, maybe I can get an answer to my question.
Y'all ready, boy?
Now I can get an answer to my question, Lamar. What does not ready mean?
Answer like you answered it before. That was the best answer ever. Is he on the court?
Is the man on the court? If Ben Simmons was on the court, he'd be ready. But he ain't.
I've seen some people on the court that wasn't ready.
Okay.
Oh my God! The buzz is on me.
The sound effects and all that stuff. Y'all can fall for that dumb shit. I'm not falling for it.
Hey, Corey.
That means he has no argument.
So rock with me. if all of a sudden he don't want to be there because of what happened last June, last May, there's an off season. Now, in the off season, as a professional athlete, you get your body ready for a season. Do you or do you not, Mel?
Agreed.
Facts.
Okay, so if you get your body ready for an NBA season, regardless of whether you are at currently, and even if you don't want to be there, you get your body ready for an NBA season. Correct, Mel?
Correct.
All right. So if he knew that he was going to hold out because he didn't want to be in Philly, you continue to get your body ready for an NBA season. So in the fact that you do get traded, I get it's a new system, but you still can go and play 15, 10 minutes. You can do a pick and roll. Ben Simmons can do a pick and roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you may not know our playbook, but you know how to play basketball, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you disagree with all this, right?
You telling me that he couldn't have done that? So here's the thing. Right after the trade happens, he doesn't automatically play. Okay, you want to get ready to get the system down in Brooklyn. Cool. Now hold on.
Okay.
A week and a half later, after the trade has already gone through, now all of a sudden it's your back. Your back tightened up. So you already agree with me that a professional athlete gets his body ready for an NBA season in the off season, and then even though he hasn't played yet because he's holding out, you should still continue to have your body ready. And you agree with me. So if he got traded and you still may not learn the system, but you can still do something, why ain't he in the game? Now all of a sudden it's his back.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at the fact that he would miss a couple of games to get the system down, right?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that neither.
When you get there, Mel said ramp up. You got to ramp it up, right? If there's a ramp up and you ready, then you ready. Ramp up is nothing.
I just got one question.
Absolutely nothing.
I got one question.
Go for it.
Hey Mel, did they put Chef in front of your name yet?
Not yet, because like I said, sometimes the gazelle and the duck and the rabbit just get in the boiling water and cook themselves, man.
You about to make turkey.
I ain't gonna get a chance to season.
Tell me how,
so
Slim.
let me ask you. So let me back it up.
Cook it up, B.
Tell me how, Slim.
I'm gonna put my feet up on this. Let's roll. Go ahead.
So there's a such thing as NBA ready game shape, and it's a such thing is different from being just regular in shape. So there is absolutely nothing that I can do to get ready for an NBA game except play NBA games, right? So if I haven't played basketball for a year, even if I was playing pickup basketball at the Y, it's not going to be an NBA game. Tell me where it is that Ben Simmons can go to get the type of basketball that's close to the NBA.
Easy answer.
The YMCA.
Tell me why.
You said the YMCA?
Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Simple answer, Slim. Don't
you
just
go to the YMCA
because
there's no defense and all 3-point shooting. You do that at the YMCA.
This is a
I'm
simple
not doing
answer.
that.
It is a simple answer, Slim. This is simple. Kick your feet back up. Cross them back again. Pick them up. Easy answer. Simple. I am an NBA player, and I know what it takes for my body to be ready to go into an NBA game. I don't have to be playing the games. I know what it takes to get my body ready. He did not do that.
How you know? Wait. Two points. Hold on. 2 points. 2 points, Corey. 2 points.
He ain't playing.
All right. Wait. Listen. I'll let both of y'all talk. Let me talk. 2 points. 2 points. One is very okay. 2 points. Right. One is that there's absolutely nothing you can run and get conditioned. You can run 2 miles every day. It's not gonna get you ready for NBA games. You have to get into your team and start playing at least practice games with your team, which he wasn't doing with Philly. Right? So that's number one. Number two is I forgot my point, but But
come on now, man.
Yo,
Come on now,
I got my
man.
Yo, y'all not even giving that man.
Oh no, now he's got amnesia.
Hold up.
Hey, Corey. Now
Hold up.
Both of y'all.
Yo, I don't even like how y'all dismissing normal life. Who's this man, girl?
I'm gone. I know.
Well, no, that's a real question. Who's his old lady?
I'm done.
Who's his old lady?
You talking about Simmons?
Ben Simmons. Yeah.
And if that Jenner girl,
ain't he messing with a Kardashian Jenner?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Okay.
Then what we talking about?
You know what, man? You might be right.
No.
Hold on.
I don't have to do all that.
Hold on.
That's the issue,
Slim. I just remember what I was about to say. So the first point is there's no simulation for an NBA game that he could do. The second point is y'all keep saying that he wasn't ready, and I keep asking y'all, what tells you he's not ready?
What other evidence do you need besides he not on the court, man?
No, because he's not on the court because he tweaked his back.
Okay.
So
who told you?
Wait, hold on, Mel. If he's not ready, then if it's because of his back or because it's mental issues or whatever it is,
it's because his back, Lamar. He's not on the court because of his back. So where are y'all getting the information that he's not ready? He showed up not ready.
But Mel,
why do I need to be ready right now?
No, you have to answer that question, Lamar. Where are you getting the information that he showed up to Brooklyn not ready?
Because he's not on the court.
No, he's not on the court because he tweaked his back. That's
Who told
done.
you that?
Where are you getting the information that he's not ready? Or where are you getting the information that he showed up to Brooklyn not ready?
He's not ready because
no. Hold on.
Here's the boiling hot water.
No, he's not cooking nothing. No, Mel, you are absolutely not cooking nothing. No, hold on.
Get in.
It's because you're taking something so simple and you
can't answer the question.
Blow it up and make it so
Lamar,
damn
we can't. We can't, Lamar, we cannot move from point A to point B until you answer that question. What information told you he showed up to Brooklyn not ready?
You're giving us a reason why he's not ready.
Your feet down. Kick your feet back.
You're pretty much saying the same thing we are. Hey, Mel. We ain't cook nothing, man. You over there cooking air, man. Stop.
Man, y'all so easy. Y'all was so easy. I went and get sushi. I went and get sushi.
You can't answer the question. Answer the question. Look, Lamar, during your breakdown, you asked me 5 questions. I answered all 5 of them.
You did.
Just give me at least the courtesy. Just give me. No, he asked me 5 questions. Am I right or wrong, Lamar? Did you ask me questions during your whole speech?
And you agreed to them. So
I say I agree. I agreed to him. So now I'm asking you one question: what information did you get that said that he showed up to Brooklyn not ready?
The information is the fact that he's not playing. You're trying to make
something. He's not playing. He's not playing because he hurt his back.
No. You're making something so simple and you're trying to go in depth like you're some damn basketball philosopher and some shit right now. Like some basketball Aristotle right now. Now, I will always give you credit for your basketball knowledge. But if you're saying he's not ready and I'm saying he's not ready,
I'm not saying I didn't say he wasn't ready. I said
wait, hold on. But is he on the court though?
So he's ready?
No, so he's ready. His back.
No. So is he ready then?
He's injured.
So is he ready?
You said he didn't. You said he showed up to Brooklyn not ready.
But I'm not ready.
No. You said he showed up to Brooklyn not ready. No, you said he showed up to
ready.
Okay, so what information do you have that he showed up to Brooklyn not ready?
Because he wasn't on the court.
All right, so I'm gonna give you an equivalent. I'm gonna give you an equal equivalent.
Corey, did this man just not agree with me that if in off season you get your body ready? Did he not agree with me? And if you're not playing, you get your body ready, and you said yes. So he should be ready. No, his offseason. His offseason was extended. So
Slim, you know what Ben Simmons was doing when he got signed by Brooklyn? He was the same shit that you was just doing, kicking his feet up, eating sushi on the couch. That's what he was doing.
That's what you think. I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm gonna address what Lamar is saying. So Lamar, when you ask me a question that when you're not playing, you're supposed to be staying ready. And I agree with that. That doesn't mean I agree that Ben Simmons wasn't ready. I'm just agreeing with you in general. In the offseason, you get ready or you stay ready, right? You're taking my agreeing with that is also agreeing that Ben wasn't ready.
Hey Corey, if you stay ready, ain't got to get ready.
You ain't got to get ready.
And I agree with you 100%.
I don't have to ramp up.
But I'm
what's the ramp up? I'm ramped up. When I get here, I'm ready.
I'm still trying to figure out what information you have that shows that Ben Simmons is not showed up to Brooklyn not ready. And I'm gonna ask you this one question about Harden. When he showed up to Philly, because he didn't play the first couple of games, does that mean he wasn't ready?
He came in 3 games later.
Does it mean because it's the same thing? Does it mean that Harden wasn't ready when he showed up to Philly? No, yes, no. Was Harden ready? Was Harden ready when he showed up to Philly?
When he showed up to Philly, he wasn't ready because he wasn't on the court.
Why?
Look,
why wasn't he ready?
Mel, you're making something so simple, so in depth because was
it unprofessional when he got to Philly?
Harden been unprofessional his whole career.
Thank you.
Was it unprofessional when he showed up?
He was unprofessional getting out of Houston. He's unprofessional getting out of Brooklyn.
No, still keep getting paid.
Unprofessional.
Was he unprofessional? Was he unprofessional because he didn't play the first couple of games?
He was hurt.
Ben Simmons can't even do that.
You see how he just said he was hurt?
No, that's because that's what they're saying.
Don't kick your feet back up. It's
that's just like how you said. That's what they're saying.
The champ is here.
So no, it's nothing.
You cooking yourself. You cooking
I
yourself.
ain't cook nothing.
You're cooking yourself. You're cooking yourself.
Harden wasn't ready when he got to Philly because he wasn't on the court. Look, the player. Look, you can hit a home run for 550 miles. You can throw it. You could throw a football for 80 yards.
And you have faith in him. And you have faith in him. That's the crazy part.
You can leap out of a gym. But guess what? All those attributes don't mean a damn thing if you're not available. A number one attribute of a player is availability. And if you're not available, it don't matter what your skills can do because I can't use them because you're not on the field. You're not on the court. You're not on the ice. Availability always comes number one. If you're not available, what are you good for me for?
Play that music again. Play that championship.
The champ is here.
The champ is here.
You know what you said, or you just stated a bunch of truth. You just stated a bunch of facts, but it doesn't connect or support what your theory is that she showed up to Brooklyn out of shape or not ready.
He's not ready.
Or let me ask you this: why wasn't what was his what was keeping him from being ready? Like, was it an injury? Was it being out of shape? Like, specifically, why wasn't he ready in your opinion?
You even went so far as to say
in Lamar's opinion. Lamar, you said he wasn't ready. What was keeping him from being ready?
In my opinion, I think Ben lacks commitment to his.
Why was?
Hold on, Mel. Hold on.
Don't say no.
No, you have to answer questions. No, you got to answer questions. You got to answer questions.
Are you gonna let me answer it? Goddamn!
No, don't.
You can't never answer him because as soon as you say something, he interrupts you to try to show you that you're wrong.
No, because I don't want to know.
No, hold on.
All right, well, I'm gonna try one more time, Lamar.
No.
I'm gonna try one more time. Listen to the question.
You asked me a question, and I was trying to answer it, and before I even got 5 seconds into it, you shut me down.
He's not gonna let you.
Listen to the question. Listen to the question. What I'm asking you is specifically,
Mel.
No,
I know what the question you asked me, bro. But I'm saying you already asked me the question, and you didn't let me answer, bro.
No, it's not gonna go like that. It's not gonna go like that. It's not gonna go like that.
Oh my God, you are killing me, bro.
I want it specific. I want it specific.
This is your guy right now. This is your guy.
I want it specific. Right, Lamar. You said he wasn't ready, right? Now the evidence you're using that he wasn't ready is that he's not playing. What I'm asking you is not for the evidence. I'm not asking what your theory on why the not being ready status exists. I'm asking you on specifically what kept him from being ready. Is it injury? Is it out of shapeness? Is it like what was it? What was it in your opinion? Because I know you don't know for a fact. What was it in your opinion that makes you think he wasn't ready? Injury or something else?
Hold on, give me a second. Give me just a second. I'm gonna make
Do
you
what Crawford say before you ball it. Give me a second.
Slim, I hope you didn't put this money on Vegas because you lost.
No.
I just had 2 steaks the size of my back. I ain't had.
This is
I'm
so
eating
simple.
steak back. No, look.
This is so simple.
So, to answer your question, in my opinion,
If you take the long way and you don't answer the question specifically,
Oh my
I'm gonna cut the mic off. I'm just telling you. You have to
Oh my
answer it.
God.
Was he injured, Lamar, or was it something else?
hey Mel, are you gonna let me answer the damn question?
He's not.
No, not that way.
He's
Was he
not.
No.
injured,
Now
or was it something
hold on,
else?
Mel. No,
He's not.
you can't have me answer the question your way. I'm Lamar Wallace, Wild Card Mar, and I'm gonna answer it your question, but I'm gonna answer it my way.
How much?
That's
you want to
That's
Let
Mel
me
Judah.
answer it.
How
That
much?
is
You want
Mel
to
Judah.
Answer it.
How much? You
That's
want
Mel
to
Judah. You better answer that question. How you want to answer?
Male Piper.
Look, Ben Simmons, a person whose commitment to his game has already been questioned. I highly doubt.
Stop. By who?
It's the proof is in his pudding. The man's
No,
been in the
who questioned? Who questioned?
Man's the first pick of the draft.
I question it. I question his commitment because the guy has been playing basketball for, even in LSU, the same game that he's been playing in the NBA. There's no evidence of his shot improving.
And still got drafted first.
Oh, there's a whole lot of mistakes. So did Jamarcus Russell. He got drafted first.
So the things, so his game, the weaknesses in his game have not improved.
Slam.
So if the weaknesses in a certain player's game has not improved, he is not working on them. Case in point, Giannis, Greek freak. His weaknesses in his game.
Are you gonna answer the question or not? What was he not ready for? I'm asking about was he ready? Because what you're describing to me is Shaquille O'Neal not being able to shoot free throws his whole career, and you telling me that he hasn't worked on it, so his commitment to the game should be questioned.
Hey Mel,
no, did you question Shaquille O'Neal's commitment to the game?
What does Ben Simmons do as good as Shaquille O'Neal?
Did you question Shaquille O'Neal's
bad analogy? Horrible analogy.
Did you question Shaquille O'Neal's commitment to the game? Because you said if you can have a player not improve in the area, that means his commitment to the game is questioned. Did you question Shaquille O'Neal's commitment to the game? Yes or no?
See, here's the funny thing, Corey.
You didn't.
Because
we've
been interacting with Mel so long. He's distracting from the previous point or topic that we're talking about.
Because you're not answering the question
right now.
You're not answering the
question.
I don't want to
answer that question. I don't care about his commitment to the game. Hey, Corey, that man should work at Auntie Annie's the way he be twisting and breath.
He already got cooked once, and now he's getting cooked again. I'm
not the one who can't answer a question.
He got that little soundboard.
I'm not the one who can't answer a question. I'm not the one that can't answer a question.
I've always answered your questions, but the thing is when you're
not answering the question
because you don't never let nobody answer.
Lamar, seriously, Lamar. If I ask you a question about what specifically has him not ready, and you start telling me about commitment to the game and start telling the story, where are we going?
I'm not telling you a story. So
it's a simple answer.
Thank you, Corey. I gave you a simple answer. You didn't like it.
Which one do you waiting?
And since you want to keep going on about it, I'm going to go in an in-depth answer, and you don't even want me to get that out. So,
you don't want the
I asked you what was keeping him from being ready.
I gave you that answer already.
What was the answer?
I told you from the jump that I thought Ben Simmons wasn't ready physically because he was sitting on his ass. How?
So out of shape. So he was out of shape. That's what you're saying. So he was out of shape.
Not on the court.
He was out of shape.
He
was out of
wasn't
shape.
on the court.
Was he
He's
out
not
of
on the
shape?
court now.
Was he
He's not
out
on
of
the
shape?
court.
That's my assumption is he was out of shape.
Slim.
Okay.
Hey,
You see how
hey,
easy
Mel.
that was?
But I
Slim,
told
you
you
see
that
how
from the
easy that was.
beginning, though.
Okay.
Corey,
And the
you're
reason
not
why
telling that from the beginning.
okay, so now that I got your
Yeah.
statement that you think he was out of shape, and that's why he wasn't playing. So you think he was out of shape, and that's unprofessional, and he wasn't ready to play because he was out of shape. Got it. He was out of shape. Got it. Right. So let me ask you a question. What information or data showed you that he was out of shape?
It shows me he's out of shape is because all of a sudden you haven't played not 1 minute in the league this year.
So you don't have any information.
Why don't you let him finish his statement? Why don't you be quiet and let him finish?
Because the answer is none. It was a rhetorical question. The answer is none.
Don't try that, man.
Who's the way that's
You can try to manipulate it to be right anyway.
Thank you, because that was the original point that I've always said to you, and I've stuck to it, is that he hasn't played not one game in the league, and you sat here and agreed with me and said that in the off season, a professional player should be getting his body ready for the season.
Really?
You agree with me, right?
Lamar look like a big potato too.
Know this. Wait, hold on.
Lamar's a big potato. Y'all just been cooked by Chef Mario Bell.
Know that. Now that Oreo sauce dipstick didn't call me a baked potato.
Definitely getting cooked.
You laughing because you know he sucks.
I'm just waiting for somebody to break my core in Lamar. Special. Steak and baked potato. Brought to you by Chef Mel Boyardee.
Y'all well done.
Getting cooked for agreeing with Mel.
Y'all well done.
You over there looking like that damn burnt hot dog on 4th of July that's at the barbecue.
I'm full because I just watched the 4th of July barbecue.
Looking like beef jerky.
Baby back mail. You know what I mean?
Baby back mail. Baby back mail. Oh boy, hey man,
he just don't even know he agreed with me, but he just like to argue so much, and he made up some shit to be disagreeing with me.
I'm gonna let y'all finish it, then I'm gonna address that.
What kind of addressing?
Go ahead.
Look,
you finna give some long drawn out answer, but I'm interrupting him every 15 seconds.
I already explained to Lamar that I'm agreeing in general. Yeah, athletes stay in shape in the offseason. That doesn't mean I agree that Ben Simmons was not in shape.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand how you keep connecting those two dots.
But you believe the media, the same media that you said don't listen to. You believe them when they say he's hurt.
What I say something about not listening to the media? What are you talking about?
What did you say about him not being? As soon as Lamar said he wasn't, he mentally wasn't ready. That he does not perfect his craft. He's not committed to his craft. Oh, this is exactly what y'all do. Y'all listen to the media and everything.
They listen to ESPN. That's exactly what you said.
But you listen to the same damn people that said when his back was hurt. Ain't nobody trying to hear
I
that.
can pick and choose when I agree with that same media.
Nobody.
I can pick and choose when I agree with that same media. I can pick and choose. I have to agree with that media the whole time.
Get out of town.
I can say, you know what?
Get out of here.
I know I can. I can take on Fox News and be like, I agree with that. I can pick and choose when I want to agree with the media.
Put the flame to him.
Can I not?
This is why I'm gonna go with it. This is why I'm gonna go with it. First of all, that is not what I said. First of all, that's not what I said.
I ain't gonna lie, Bill. You said that shit.
No. Wait. I said that, but I didn't say it in response to what Lamar
what they
said. Lamar, right, they're mixing what I said and connecting it to something else. Lamar, when you asked me, what is it that you asked me, and my response was, when you said something about him not being committed to his craft, I said, where did you hear that at? Like, who said? Because you said they're saying he's not committed to his craft. I said, who said that? And then your answer. No, wait. And your answer was you said it. So Corey, wait.
Uninvestment of his
right. So you just co-signed Corey saying that my response to you saying he wasn't committed to his craft was, you can't listen to ESPN. Can I get you on record saying that that's not what my response was?
You said the media.
When I said something about ESPN, that was 2 hours ago in response to something else.
No,
when you said he was, when you said he
on
wasn't,
Fox now, baby.
when
it
you
was the
said
same
he,
conversation.
when you said he wasn't committed to his craft, my response was, who said that? Am I right or wrong? I didn't say you can't listen.
No,
I
I'm
said
saying
who said it.
you asked that in
Yes or
both
no?
occasions.
Yes or no?
You asked that in both occasions, and I said they said that because that is what the media say. But
No,
I said
no. You said
hold on. God damn it, hold on. God damn. I said that's what they say, as in the media. But I said I'm saying that because of what I see.
Okay, I'm not trying to document exactly what you said. I'm just trying to make sure that what Corey just said, I said, is not my response.
That's what you said.
He wasn't committed to his craft. Now
that is exactly what you said.
I'm gonna end this string, right? Because I got something I want to say to both of y'all. Right. I'm gonna end the string. And then I'm gonna say something, and then we'll call it a day. But we'll catch y'all on the next one.